categorically, it improves ophthalmic health, it gives ophthalmic protection and improvement of vision. It helps with wound healing, it promotes wound healing. It has anti-peptic ulcer properties. This can be immensely helpful, and we'll talk a little more about that in just a minute. It is anti-atherogenic, meaning it helps to prevent cholesterol plaques in the arteries. It promotes blood flow, vasoprotective. Remember we talked about grapeseed extract and how it helps circulation. We find the same properties in bilberry. Vasoprotective, inhibition of platelet adhesiveness. Our little platelets in our bloodstream, their intent are like snowflakes, and they plug up any little gaps or damage to the artery or capillary walls. It's the first step as they become attached to that little hole and they plug it up, kind of like a radiator stop leak, very similar to the same concept. When they begin to attach to that damage, there's a chemical reaction and it releases activating factors that initiate a blood clot. So it's the first step in controlling blood loss in the event of trauma, and it can be micro traumas. It can even be a sore on the artery wall, no trauma at all, just poor nutrient intake or inflammation in the system. The artery wall becomes inflamed, and these platelets will become so sticky and adhesive we make blood clots needlessly. Well, bilberry is one of your absolute best agents to prevent this adhesive, sticky platelets that get us into so much trouble in the world. What I'm talking about, folks, are people who have a stroke at 39 and we can't figure it out. He had a heart attack at 35, his cholesterol was normal, he didn't smoke, we don't understand why he had this. This is the sticky platelet syndrome. And things such as bilberry can help to prevent this problem. There's such a powerful anti-adhesive sticky platelet concept here. Does that make sense? Because this is really important. Don't forget, folks, cardiovascular disease, vascular occlusion problems, emboli, clots, #1 cause of death in our country. And it all starts, in effect, with these sticky adhesive platelets. And if we can make our blood be less sticky, we're going to have better circulation and better health. And bilberry plays an important role here. Inhibition of platelets, it's a powerful antioxidant. Not only does it act as a chemical antioxidant, but it gets involved in cell signaling, turning on your native antioxidant pathways. We found this with curcumin and grapeseed extract, resveratrol, these powerful antioxidants, these polyphenolics. They affect your cell's physiology. It improves it. So it's a dual action antioxidant, which is very impressive. It improves the physiology of metabolic syndrome, just like the grapeseed extract does, but it does it also in an alternate source. And it is a natural antibiotic that we can use topically or systemically. Well, let's do this. Our next topic is modern scientific studies, both laboratory studies and in the clinic. So let's get back to that after these important messages. Have you heard of Cordyceps sinensis, the medicinal mushroom that supports metabolic processes for stimulant-free energy? This remarkable mushroom also supports the immune and respiratory systems, as well as the heart and lungs.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's Bionutrients, Cordyceps sinensis.
Medicinal mushrooms contain beta-glucans, compounds that promote healthy immune function while helping to coordinate multiple body systems. And Cordyceps sinensis is among the safest and most powerful medicinal mushrooms available today, making it your choice for stimulant-free natural energy.
BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. Give us a call at 888-442-2120. That's 888-442-2120. Or order online at bioinnovations.net. Be sure to ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings.
I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. Are you looking for a healthy replacement for sodas? For thousands of years, the Far East has enjoyed the many health benefits of green tea. Now the Western world has embraced this potent antioxidant for its many health benefits as both a drink and supplement. Green tea has been thoroughly researched. It's been shown to improve bone density and immunity, as well as levels of cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure. Research has also shown it to decrease inflammation and one's risk of cardiovascular disease and many forms of cancer. One recent study even found that people who drink 5 or more cups a day were 33% less likely to develop conditions that cause disability. For health, it is everyone's cup of tea. For your health at a glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
Vitamin D deficiency is at epidemic levels in the United States. Chances are you aren't getting enough of this essential nutrient. Vitamin D is one of the most important molecules in the human body. It's required for the proper function of nearly 4,000 genes and 1,000 metabolic chemical reactions.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's BioNutrients Vitamin D3. Now, supplementing with vitamin D is safe and affordable.
Studies show that vitamin D deficiency can lead to poor immune function, depression, cardiovascular disease, bone disease, diabetes, cancer, and much more. Starting supplementing vitamin D today for better health tomorrow.
BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. So give us a call at 888-442-2120 or order online at bioinnovations.net. Be sure to ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings.
We're back, everyone, talking about the amazing antioxidant bilberry extract. This is just another way that we can use something from nature to really improve our health. This is just great. Well, let's turn our attention now to the science. You're going to be amazed about all the research studies that there is out there on bilberry. Richard?
Yes, the anti-neoplastic, anti-cancer effects of bilberry. They have determined the mechanisms, at least 1 or 2 mechanisms by which bilberry helps to prevent cancer in people. Get this, test tube studies show that the anti-carcinogenic action of bilberry is via inhibition of induction of ornithine decarboxylase by tumor promoter 4-ball 12 myristate 13 acetate. Can you believe this language? God bless our scientists, because this is difficult material. All that means is they've been able to determine how bilberry helps to prevent cancer. They've done the tests on it. They've got it all figured out. It does it through being a powerful antioxidant by affecting cell signaling. It turns on the cellular mechanisms that help to heal and repair us. And they've done a variety of tests in test tubes that show action against colon cancer, breast cancer, leukemia, and other types of cancer. So that's the bottom line on this. You know, and if we trace this all the way back to well over 100 years ago, doctors and scientists observed, you know, people that eat healthy, they have a longer, more healthy life. Why is that? See, that's the big question. And they've been working diligently ever since to help to describe and understand that phenomena. And this is just a small piece of that. Bilberry is also an antioxidant. Multiple studies show bilberry is a potent antioxidant proven to prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol in the artery wall. That's the initiation of the plaque. It helps to prevent that. And it helps to recharge vitamin E. It is an anti-ulcer agent, which is remarkable, folks. You know, aspirin and aspirin-like products, ibuprofen, Celebrex, you name them, they all can irritate the stomach, some more so than others, but they all can do it, and they can all end up in ulcer formation. It's estimated some 30,000 people die from hemorrhage secondary to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs every year. Every year this happens in the United States, from something as innocent as aspirin. Well, bilberry could help to drop those numbers because they've been able to prove that bilberry helps to promote the prostaglandin synthesis in the stomach lining, which protects the stomach from its own acid. Why does the stomach not digest itself? It can digest a steak. Well, it's this prostaglandin mucus lining that protects the stomach, and bilberry promotes that. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So let's make this as practical as possible. Let's say you have arthritis and you take an anti-inflammatory on a regular basis and you're having a tough week and you've had to double up your dosage. If you take bilberry with that, you will have less stomach irritation. Now, I can't guarantee you won't get stomach ulcer and bleed and this type of thing, but the studies show that it helps and it makes a difference. So take it for what it's worth. These are things that can really help you get through the day when you're living in chronic pain. It is a powerful antimicrobial. It's been shown to have activity against Salmonella, H. pylori. Here's another good one. How many people have taken multiple courses of antibiotics only to be reinfected with H. pylori over and over and over? This is a stomach germ, and it can lead to stomach ulcers and gastric ulcers, duodenal ulcers. Very painful, very uncomfortable, and it may, in some people, lead to stomach cancer. This is very common. It's thought that half the people in the world have this. Not everybody gets an ulcer from it, but many do. And so we know that bilberry helps to kill off that H. pylori. So if you're struggling with this, add the bilberry. Mastic gum is also very good for the H. pylori. Probiotics and a healthy diet and vitamin nutrient replacement will help you with the H. pylori. Next, microvascular injury. The anthocyanosides open blood flow via the prostaglandin system. That's the categorical discovery of the bilberry and how it improves circulation. Opens up the blood flow. You know, folks, longevity, good health is all about blood flow. You can reduce it down to that basic element. If the organ does not have proper blood flow, it will suffer, and so will you. You cannot live a long, healthy life with compromised circulation. So anything that opens that blood flow up, nourishes the organs, the eyes, the kidneys, the heart, all of it, that is a good thing. And bilberry does that, and they have good science that shows that. Platelet aggregation inhibition. The anthocyanosides induce an increase of intracellular cyclic AMP, which causes release of prostacyclin 2-like substances, which reduces thromboxane A2. They've worked all this out, how bilberry inhibits that stickiness. You know, an interesting thing as I researched this today, we find that this sticky adhesive platelets, it usually occurs when people are under stress and when their ATP levels drop. You know, our ATP is our cellular energy molecule. And when we use some energy off that ATP, it's reduced to ADP, 2 phosphates. It still has some energy in it, but it's not as powerful as the ATP. So when the ADP rises, you've been working, you're stressed, you've used up your ATP and your adrenaline level is high, this is when the sticky platelets hit you. This is where bilberry prevents that event from happening, which could go on to have a stroke, could go on to heart attack, clots, embolies, vasculitis, all sorts of circulatory problems. And bilberry is one that can just be remarkable with this. Now, I know there's people watching today that go, now, wait a minute, I've had phlebitis. Boy, I was in the hospital for a week with that. That was terrible. I don't want that again. Or heart attacks run in my family. Or my brother had a heart attack at 38, and we never did figure out why that happened. Well, we're describing those phenomena. And I'm hopeful you're paying attention, because this can make a big difference in your life. Next categorical area for bilberry's help is wound healing. Promotes capillary stability and strength. Now, let's go into a couple of clinical trials in humans. All of this up to now was the test tube and general science. Platelet inhibition. Here's 30 subjects, 480 milligrams of bilberry extract with vitamin C, 3 grams a day. They were evaluated at 30 and 60 days. Platelet aggregation was clearly reduced in all subjects. The effect of bilberry was greater than vitamin C alone, but when you take bilberry with vitamin C, it is the most powerful. This is very important, because this is the core reason for our #1 killer in America today. Diabetic retinopathy, circulation to the diabetic eye. The retina needs that good blood flow. 40 subjects with diabetes all had retinopathy or at high risk for retinopathy. 160 milligrams a day of bilberry extract, 30 days. 80 to 90% of all the subjects showed improvement of diabetic retinopathy from bilberry. Second study, 40 patients with diabetes, placebo-controlled. 50% showed improvement. Third study, 12 subjects with diabetes, 600 milligrams for 60 days. And this one's unique. They radio-labeled the amino acids, a few of the amino acids in the bilberry, and they showed a decrease in collagen formation in the retina, reduced scarring. This is really important. So your lutein helps with the photosensitive molecules in the back of your eye, lutein, zeaxanthin. Bilberry improves the circulation to the eye and reduces the scarring from the high metabolic load of the glucose in the back of the eye. The combination of lutein with bilberry, phenomenal for the diabetic eye. Put these things together, integrate these things, get synergy, get some action here. This stuff really works. Time for one more. 40 diabetics, bilberry paranthocyanins, 160 ml, twice daily. 80% showed improved retinas. We have multiple studies now. And improvement of the diabetic retinopathy, less scarring in the back of the eye, all with bilberry. Who would think a little blueberry that grows out in the wild of the frozen tundra of Sweden would provide such benefit to those of us with diabetes? The gifts God has given us. We have a break. We'll be right back.
Every day, about 200 million Americans do not get enough of a key essential mineral.
That mineral is magnesium. The typical American diet does not supply enough.
And magnesium is so important. It protects bones and helps more than 300 different enzymes in the human body perform efficiently.
That's why BioInnovations offers chelated magnesium capsules for oral use and topical magnesium gel to be applied to the skin. That's 2 forms of magnesium to meet your daily needs.
Scientific evidence points to chelation as the best method of vitamin and mineral formulation.
So call 888-442-2120 or go online at bioinnovations.net to place your order. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings.
Because chances are you are one of the 200 million Americans who need more magnesium every day. Dr. Richard Becker for Your Health at a Glance. More and more people suffer from asthma. One cause is obvious. The world is a polluted place, and the air we breathe is not always healthy. But other causes of asthma aren't as obvious. Recent research connects a poor quality, high sugar diet and the frequent use of antibiotics to higher rates of asthma and cases of asthma that are tougher to treat. A fast food diet does not meet our nutritional needs. Plus, the indiscriminate use of antibiotics can seriously disturb the delicate balance of healthy microbes in our intestinal tract. So switch to a garden fresh diet that calms and prevents asthma. Eat fruit-like veggies such as tomatoes, cucumbers, and eggplant. Eat yogurt, ginger, turmeric, and take fish oil. Nature holds the answer, but it's up to us to make healthy choices. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. Have you heard about the health-promoting power of medicinal mushrooms? These remarkable mushrooms include maitake, shiitake, reishi, and ABM. The medicinal mushrooms contain beta-glucans, compounds that promote healthy immune function while helping to coordinate multiple body systems.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's Bionutrients Mushroom Complex with maitake, shiitake, reishi, and ABM in one convenient product.
Our mushroom complex features the safest and most powerful medicinal mushrooms available, providing natural support for a variety of health conditions.
BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. So give us a call at 888-442-2120 or order online at bioinnovations.net. Be sure to ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings.
We're back, everyone, talking about the amazing bilberry extract. And to help you get it, BioNutrients now has Dr. Becker's BioNutrients bilberry extract. This is just fantastic. So to help you, we have that buy one, get one free, and that's today only. Don't want you to miss it. You buy one bottle at the regular price, you get a second bottle free. Well, now let's continue on that amazing research. Richard,
Yes.
I think you have a story about cataracts.
We do. Bilberry is also helpful in slowing down and even reversing cataracts. This is quite remarkable. We talked about diabetic retinopathy, less hemorrhaging, less progression, less scarring. The back of the eye needs to be soft and flexible. And as it scars, it stiffens, and that can lead to fracturing of blood vessels. Then you have more bleeding, which is highly inflammatory, more scarring, and before you know it, you can't see. This is basically how it works. And it's all driven by the diabetic free radical generation of high blood glucose levels. Bilberry helps that, folks. It reduces all of that. It's worth looking at. Next, cataracts. 50 subjects with early cataracts, 180 milligrams of bilberry with 100 milligrams of vitamin E. And you're doing that in your multiple, right? You're getting your vitamin E at that level, at least that. Well, only 1 out of the 50 failed to show improvement in cataracts. Prevented the progression of cataracts in 98% of those subjects. Next study, 51 patients with cataracts, bilberry with vitamin D over time caused regression of cataracts. Now, if you are blind from cataracts, I don't know how long it would take for bilberry to reverse it so you could see again. But this study suggests it would with time. The best approach is to live healthy, use your bilberry, and prevent the cataracts in the first place. Or stall the progression and maybe you won't have to have the eye surgery. But it does help with cataracts. Next, severe myopia. Very, very advanced near vision. You can't, all you can see is nearsightedness. You can't see far away. These people have a lot of trouble. They have higher rates of cataracts. They have bright lights dazzle them. It's hard to deal with it. And so with severe myopia, 42 subjects with advanced myopia, 150 milligrams for just 15 days resulted in reduced dazzling, improved clarity of vision, and improved twilight vision. Okay. Night vision, bilberry, improves pupillary response time, faster pupil contraction, and quicker acceleration of pupil in response to varying light conditions. We also have learned through studies that bilberry stimulates the production of rhodopsin and the adaptation to changing light environments, which is very important as we age. How many people, when they hit 65, 70, 70, I can't drive at night anymore. I just can't do it. I can't go from the lights of the car coming at me to the darkness ahead of me. I can't do it anymore. Bilberry helps you to adapt to that. And you're beginning to see why the World War II fighter pilots wanted bilberry pie before they flew. It makes a difference. Next, improvement of vision. Multiple studies conducted on normal subjects failed to find bilberry improved already normal vision. But what about failing vision? This is all these studies here. The improvement of vision is for those with faltering vision, whether it's from retinopathy, advanced myopathy, night blindness, etc., etc. This is where bilberry. Is it going to take a healthy 18-year-old with perfect eyes and make him into Superman eyes? No, it's not going to do that. And so you see studies set up to do this. Those are studies to discredit natural methods. That's all they are, because there's nothing on this planet that makes us superhuman. It's an absurd notion, but that's what they expect you to fall for. Yeah, well, don't do that. We're here to help sick people. People who have failing vision and difficulty. Bilberry is part of the answer for that, folks. It certainly is. How about dysmenorrhea? Next one. 30 patients with difficult, painful periods. 320 milligrams of bilberry extract for 3 days prior to menses. Less nausea, less vomiting, soreness, and tenderness. How many young ladies miss school, miss work because of these difficult periods? There's something that can be done. A lot can be done. Bilberry, add some magnesium to your diet, to your supplement list. Vitamin B6, vitamin D, a little progesterone the 2 weeks before the start of the period. You're going to start getting better. It takes a few cycles, but the dysmenorrhea does not have to be so bad. We can get through this a lot easier. Next, gastric ulcers. We talked about that. Bilberry promotes the prostaglandin synthesis that helps to protect the stomach, and they've done studies that show this, increasing levels, better tolerance of aspirin-like products. And finally, varicose veins. 47 patients with phlebitis secondary to varicose veins. Have you ever had this? Talk about painful. It's as though your thigh or your calf were hit with a baseball bat, but you weren't. It's swollen and painful, and my goodness, you intuitively, instinctively know this is a big problem. You know, it's one of those things that this cannot be good. What do I do about this? Varicose veins, 47 patients with phlebitis secondary to varicose veins, 480 milligrams. It's a higher dose, more need, higher dose. It led to reduced swelling and edema, less heaviness. The leg feels like a lead stump. Less heaviness, less burning pain, less leg cramps, less itch and tingling, less paresthesia, while it helped to preserve skin thickness and color. Bilberry also reduced the occurrence of bruising with friable veins. So many people they bruise so easily as we age. Bilberry helped to reduce that. Isn't this amazing? It's from a little berry. Who would know? You know, if you think about it, as you study God's nature, He put these little jewels right where we'd need them. Imagine the people in the frozen north. They're a calorie-poor land. Living is hard. And so when they find that little berry in the fall, it's a prize. You've got to keep that. It'll get you through the winter. It'll prevent the scurvy. And so, you know, He just gave us these gifts. Isn't that amazing? And we can use them to our advantage. Let's go to our break, and we have who should consider taking bilberry. If these diagnoses are in your history, think about it. We'll be right back.
Are you one of the 62 million Americans suffering from gastrointestinal problems? Do you struggle with other chronic conditions? That's why we offer Dr. Becker's Bionutrient Probiotics.
After years of research, we developed a revolutionary probiotic formula with gastrodefense technology. This system protects the good bacteria from stomach acid so the probiotics reach the intestines where they go to work. Additionally, we use live count technology to prolong the shelf life of the probiotics, so there's no need for refrigeration.
Dr. Becker's Bionutrient Probiotics is a powerful combination and one of the most effective formulas available today. And we offer a children's chewable formula too, both at prices you can afford. Order online at bionovations.net or call 888-442-2120 and ask about the auto ship program for additional savings. For many of us, the days pass on by. Whether it's living for the weekend, waiting till the kids come home, or waiting for whatever is next, don't waste your life waiting on tomorrow when there is still today. Benjamin Franklin said, "Do you love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of." The Lord did not give us today to sit and wait on tomorrow. What we do today shapes our tomorrows. As David wrote in Psalm 90:12, "Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom."
Is your life out of balance? It may be. The average American consumes far too many omega-6s and not enough omega-3s. This creates an imbalance.
So what can we do to get back in balance? We can eat a healthy diet.
And most of us need to supplement with omega-3 rich fish oil. Fish oil contains omega-3s with DHA and EPA, fatty acids that promote good brain and heart health. So reduce omega-6 in your nutritional plan and boost omega-3 to get back in balance.
To help you do that, BioInnovations offers two products, the Fish Oil Complex and Omega 369, both formulated for your health and well-being. So how do you choose? For highest levels of DHA and EPA, choose the Fish Oil Complex. For a balanced formula, choose the 369. Give us a call at 888-442-2120 or go online at bioinnovations.net. Check out the auto ship program for additional savings. We're back, everyone, talking about the amazing bilberry extract, and to help you, we have Dr. Becker's Bionutrients Bilberry Extract at BioInnovations. Really great. This one today is buy one, get one free. So you buy one bottle at the regular price. You know how it works. We're going to give you a second bottle free. Great way to put this in your nutritional plan. So Richard, I know there's been a lot to cover, but this has been great.
Yeah.
And I think it's really amazing to bring all this variety of information to the people. So they say it's not just one thing. That's not how nature works.
No, no.
It isn't just take one prescription. This
No,
is
it's not
nature.
like that.
Things work together.
This is food.
It's great.
It's a symphony of
Right,
agents.
right.
and
So yeah, I want to help my eyes, but when I help my eyes, look what else I'm going to do. This is great.
yeah, it is.
That being said, who should consider adding bilberry to their plan?
Bilberry can be used as a daily tonic for anyone who's relatively healthy and they want to stay healthy. You know, a couple doses a week, it's good. Or if you're in trouble with your health, you can take it. Diabetes in general, and if you have diabetic retinopathy, please. Bilberry complements lutein zeaxanthin beautifully. It's a good addition. Do you have cataracts? You want to slow that down, stall it, get a few more years before you have to have the operation? Any type of cardiovascular disease, coronary artery disease, peripheral vascular disease, vascular insufficiency, phlebitis, varicose veins, even hemorrhoids can benefit from bilberry. And don't forget the sticky platelet syndrome. Bilberry would be a nice complement to your aspirin therapy, because that's the standard treatment is aspirin. But bilberry would complement that very nice and help to protect your stomach a little too. Next, gastrointestinal conditions, peptic ulcer disease, anti-inflammatory use, non-steroidal use, infections of the intestinal tract, and particularly the H. pylori or gastroenteritis. Any type of inflammatory condition, arthritis, including gout, helpful with gout, inflammation of any source, dermatitis, it can be applied directly. You can make a little paste to open a capsule and make a little paste and put it on sores and wounds. It helps. It promotes wound healing. Inflammation of the mouth. We didn't get into the science on this, but the inflamed mouth associated with chemotherapy, radiation therapy for cancer, it's helpful for that. In fact, the German E-Commission approves bilberry use for that exact thing, which is nice to know. Wound healing, menstrual issues, we discussed that. Thermal burns. It's up there with aloe vera in its ability to help with a burn on the skin, even sunburn, thermal burns or sunburn, and improved circulation in general. Side effects, we do need to talk about this. Increased bleeding times due to the antiplatelet adhesiveness. But this is a desired effect. We want our blood to flow. You should not take bilberry if you're on any type of blood thinner at all without discussing this thoroughly with your doctor. It can be done, but you have to adjust dosages. Don't take bilberry if you're on warfarin, Coumadin, or any of the newer, like you know, medicines, the pills they have nowadays, they're newer and different ones. Don't take those unless you're willing to adjust dosage and do lab work. I hope I didn't muddle that up too badly, because heparin, any of them. But everybody else, you don't need to worry. You can take them. Any antiplatelet adhesion therapy, such as aspirin, it can make it more pregnancy or lactation. It hasn't been studied. That's what the literature says, but I can't imagine a little berry is going to help hurt a pregnant mother. I just don't see that. You know, this is food that humans have been eating for eons of time, so I don't see a problem with that, but it hasn't been studied. That's all I'm going to say. Perhaps the last trimester, when delivery could occur, the antiplatelet effect, it could lead to more bleeding during delivery. So maybe you stop them the month before delivery. But there's always a chance you could deliver early. See, that's the thing. That's why they say it hasn't been studied. So full disclosure, I want you to know everything I know. That's the point of this. If you're taking multiple medicines, 6, 8, 10 medicines, it'd be a good idea to have your pharmacist review them and say, I want to take that bilberry for my circulation. Is it okay, Mr. Pharmacist? And that's always good. Take advantage of your pharmacist. They know so much. They know more about medicines than doctors do. Doctors are trained to diagnose and treat disease, but the pharmacist knows the details on medicines way out there. They're really good at that stuff. So how much do you take? Bilberry fruit, 320 milligram extract, 1 or 2 of those capsules a day, you're good to go. And as a general tonic, several times a week, you know, it'd be perfect. So that's your bilberry. There it is. We'll return after these important messages for a call. We'll be right back.
You've heard the news that the nutrients CoQ10, L-carnitine, D-ribose, and magnesium promote cardiovascular health. And now you're looking for quality supplements you can trust.
Dr. Becker's BioNutrients provides you the highest quality Heart Smart supplements.
Dr. Becker's Bionutrients CoQ10 and L-carnitine feature BioSolve technology, which promotes maximum absorption of these critical cardiovascular nutrients.
That's right. Feel the Bionutrients Heart Smart difference when you start your journey to better heart health today with Dr. Becker's Bionutrients CoQ10, L-carnitine, D-ribose, and magnesium.
Just ask for Dr. Becker's Heart Smart plan at BioInnovations, and we'll help you get started today.
Order online or call 888-442-2120 and let BioInnovations assist you in making the right choices to better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings.
I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. How often do you go into the grocery store to buy just a bag of chips or candy bar? I suspect not very often. Then how is it that these foods make it into our grocery bags and pantries? Do you make impulse choices and buy junk food? To control that impulse, plan your next trip to the store. Write down at least 3 days of menus and build a grocery list with the ingredients needed to prepare the meals. Eat a healthy snack before going to the store. If you are hungry, you're less likely to stick to the grocery list. Shop the perimeter of the store, starting with fruits and vegetables. Have you ever noticed the most healthy foods are in the outer aisles? And avoid items displayed at the checkout counter, trying to entice you to make a last-minute purchase. Follow these tips and make a plan so your next trip gives you control and you come home with bags full of healthy food. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
Do you believe that nature holds the answer to your health needs? Are you looking for a supplement that's simple and pure, yet really works?
If you're looking for nature's answer to better health, look to Aloha Noni Juice. It's pure and fresh, just like nature intended. Aloha Noni Juice is brought to you direct from the islands of Polynesia.
Aloha Noni Juice is 100% pure with no added sugar or sweet fruit fillers. It's the perfect addition to your low-sugar diet.
Aloha Noni Juice drinkers will tell you their vitality, energy, and sense of well-being have improved, along with relief from many painful conditions. Made by nature, proven by science, Aloha Noni Juice contains only nature's best.
And now you can enjoy the benefits of our new 100% certified organic Noni Juice.
Order online or call 888-442-2120 and let BioInnovations assist you in making the right choices to better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. Your Health is brought to you by BioInnovations, trusted products for your health and well-being.
We're back, everyone. Just a very quick reminder, we have the bilberry extract, buy one, get one free today. Don't want you to miss it. Buy one bottle at the regular price and you'll get a second bottle free. Well, let's go to the phones and see if we can help someone out there. Let's go to Florida and welcome Diana. Hi, Diana.
Hi, Cindy.
Hello, Diana. How are you today?
Hi, Dr. Becker. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, it's our pleasure. How can we help?
Well, I'm a 63-year-old woman. I'm overweight, and I'm tired, and I have joint pain. I've had several bouts with, I had a cancer removed from above my eye, and they have some spots, there's some spots on my lungs. And I had a CT scan, and they were checking on those, because I've had those spots for several years, and they just keep checking on them. They found also that I have a calcification in my aortic valve.
Okay.
And
Diana, are you having symptoms from this calcification of the aortic valve?
You know,
are you ever
I'm
short
tired.
of breath? You're tired?
Not really short of breath, but I'm tired, yes.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Are you diabetic?
No.
How's your vision?
I have macular degeneration, and my vision is, you know.
How do you know you're not diabetic? How do you know you're not?
Well, I've been checked, and they said I'm not diabetic. So
Diana, have you had a glucose tolerance test?
You know what? I don't know for sure.
Have they done the long-term blood glucose, the hemoglobin A1C? Do you remember if they've done that?
No, I don't believe so.
Well, my point of this is you can do spot blood glucose levels, even fasting blood glucose levels. It's not the standard of diagnosis, of diagnosing diabetes. The standard is a glucose tolerance test. You go in fasting, no food for 12 hours or so, and you have a real syrupy drink. It's like drinking a double thick soda pop.
And then they check your blood glucose every hour for up to 6 hours. And if it is high after 2 hours, above 180 after 2 hours, you're diabetic, regardless of what your spot fasting or postprandial spot glucose is. So sometimes when the history suggests diabetes, but the morning glucose is normal, that's not enough. You got to do the full formal diagnostic protocol. And it's imperative, because the answer to diabetes is not ignorance, it's knowing. It's knowing you have it so you can treat it, see? It feels good to be told I don't have it, but not if it's not true. You follow me?
Exactly.
So you have the macular degeneration, you have the aortic valve, which, you know, diabetes doubles to quadruples your cardiovascular disease risk. You have all these things, you know, kidney stone and whatnot, and increased cholesterol. How's your blood pressure doing?
My blood pressure is good.
That's good to hear.
It's always been good. So.
What's the one thing that's bothering you more than anything?
Well, I'm tired and overweight, which I don't know if
How much? How much? Can you tell me? I know it's very personal, but it's relevant. How are we doing with our weight? Can you tell me?
Yes, I'm 225.
Okay.
And last year I lost 40 pounds.
Good for you.
But I gained half of it back.
How did you lose it, Diana? How did you lose it? What'd you do?
I went on a restrictive diet called, it's Bob Harper's book, Jump Start to Skinny. And it's a 3-week plan. And I stayed on it a little longer. I lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks, but then I stayed on it another week and lost 20 more. Or
that is,
couple weeks.
Whoa, you lost 20 pounds in a week?
Yes, sir. Or thereabouts.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
Have you been to an internist, a endocrinologist who specializes in diabetes, or a cardiologist? Have you been evaluated by a diagnostician?
No.
Yeah, you need this. I'm hesitant to give you any advice other than let's find out exactly what's going on in your body. I think you need the formal diagnostic protocol to establish once and for all whether you're diabetic, because, you know, there's only a couple ways to lose that much weight that fast, and it's rarely fat. You know, you can't burn. There's 3,500 calories per pound of fat.
Yeah.
You know, you're not burning that many calories in the day unless you're running marathons. You can lose fluid. You can have liposuction and draw it out, but the fluid, you're losing fluid. That's a fluid loss. I'm concerned. I think you should see a diagnostician. Would you do that for me?
Yes, I will, Doctor.
I do want to get this point across. Folks, when we're...
Nothing can stop me, his blood is for me. Praise God, I'm heaven bound. rising, forces are raising, glory divine. Oh, what glory divine. Going to glory, telling the story, Jesus is mine. He's ever mine. For heaven's into forgiven, I'll not repine. I shall not repine. For there is such gladness and no more sadness, glory. Let the glory light shine. I'll be singing and shouting evermore, doubting love so deep. Oh, what love divine. Marching with the winners, calling to the sinners, Jesus is mine. He is ever mine. I have been given treasures in heaven, I'll not repine. I shall not repine. I'm going happy and knowing Jesus is mine. Onward I'm going happy and knowing. Onward I'm going happy and knowing. Onward I'm going happy and knowing Jesus is mine.
Thank you so much. Amen. Thank you. We're so glad to be in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you so much for coming and joining with us on this very special evening. We want to take just a few minutes and introduce this group to you. Some of you I know are seeing us for the very first time, so I want to take just a minute and tell you who these fellas are. And I'm going to start behind the drums. This young man, come up here where they can see you. This young man is 18 years old. He just graduated from high school way down in Okeechobee, Florida. And I guarantee he is tickled to death to be here with you tonight, and he is doing an outstanding job on the drums. I know you're going to enjoy. Mr. Derek Self, would you make him welcome? Now, I don't know if you have any Indian folk up here or not. In case you don't, we brought you one. Here's a full-blooded Indian right here from Fairmont, North Carolina. He and his wife and 2 children now live in Lexington, North Carolina. Every Southern Gospel Quartet has got to have a man that looks like a man, sounds like a woman. We got one. He can do it. Now, we put the ladies' part, that's what he sings. We put the ladies' part and the Indian part together, and we've come up with a dandy nickname for him, and I think it fits him just fine. It's Pocahontas. Looks just like her and he sounds just like her. Mr. Ronald Freeman on the tenor. Would you make him welcome? Right here playing the bass guitar is another young man also from Okeechobee, Florida. He's Derek's older brother. He's been with us for about 3 years. When it comes to singing lead, I just soon hear this boy sing as any. Got the most unusual smooth voice that I've ever heard in all of my life. And I know you're going to enjoy him. Mr. Jason Self, the big bird. Would you make him welcome? Once in a while, you run into somebody that can handle just anything you throw at them in gospel music. This fella right here is one of those people. He can play the keyboards, he can sing the baritone, he can do both of them at the same time and do an extremely well job. I don't understand that, but he can do it. He can sing the lead part, the tenor part. He arranged a lot of the music you're going to hear tonight. He's from Lumberton, North Carolina. I want you to make him welcome. Mr. Glenn West. How about it? My name is David Cable. I sing the bass. I'm from Asheville, North Carolina. My wife and I and 4 kids now live in Bladenboro, North Carolina. If you're enjoying Lumber River, make them welcome. One more time. When I was in the 11th grade in high school, the Lord reached way down and saved this poor old sinner boy's heart. I'm so thankful for that. Aren't you glad he saved you? Amen.
I was drifting along on an ocean of sin, lost as I ever could be. Then the Lord came along with mercy and love and reached down farther for me. I was shackled and bound with hardly a chance. The devil was holding the key. And then the Lord set me loose with one command and reached down farther for me. Reaching down. Reaching down. Love was extended to me when he reached down farther for me, reaching down, a little farther for me, reaching down, love was extended to me, lifting me up with him to Strange how he loved this sinful soul. He gave hope when he set me free. One day I'll see him
And I'll say thank you, Lord, for reaching down, Father, for me.
reaching down a little farther for me. His love was extended to me. His love was extended to me. When he reached down farther for me. Reaching down a little farther for me. His love was extended to me. Lifted me up with him to be. Thank God he reached down for me. Lifted me up with him to be. Thank God he reached down for me.
Thank God he reached down for me.
Praise the Lord. How many is glad Jesus reached down and saved you from a life of sin? We're going to do that second verse one more time. Listen. Oh, yes, I'm so glad he reached down and saved you. If I had to pay for it today, I couldn't. So listen to the second verse one more time real closely. I could not pay for one single sin. The riches of gold it might be. He paid the debt with his own blood when he reached down farther for me.
Strange how he loved this sinful soul. He gave hope when he set me free. One day I'll see him.
And I'm going to say, oh, thank you, Lord, for reaching down, Father, for me.
Reaching down a little farther for me. His love was extended to me. His love was extended to me. When he reached down farther for me. Reaching down a little farther for me. His love was extended to me. Lifting me up with him to be. Thank God he reached down for me. Lifting me up with him to be. Thank God he reached down for me.
I thank God he reached down for me. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Here's a song that blesses my heart every time I hear it. I think the man that wrote this song had Ronald Freeman in mind when he wrote the song. The song simply says, what a wonderful Savior is Jesus Christ, my Lord. Listen to Mr. Ronald Freeman.
What a wonderful Savior is Jesus, my Lord. What a wonderful friend to me. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the shepherd watching o'er the fold. What a wonderful Savior is Jesus. He gave his life on a hill called Calvary. Such love has never yet been known. Why God would give his very own. What a wonderful Savior is he. In the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16, says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever would believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. How many is looking forward to everlasting life tonight? Listen. What a wonderful friend he's been to me. When in my trials he hears every
Ronald Freeman.
Praise the Lord. Thank you.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
One of these days, he's going to split the eastern sky. My feet's going to leave the ground, and I'm going to rise to meet him in the air. I'm getting ready to leave here. How many of you going with me? Amen?
Someday the thunder will rumble and roll as it parts the clouds in the sky. All eyes will look with steadfast hope because it's time for the King to arrive. All of the saints will shout his praise, for each one will sit at his side. Angels will sing as they hear him say, I've come to claim my bride. I'm getting ready to leave here, I'm waiting for the trumpet to sound. I can't help anticipating my feet rising from the ground. Well, I'm headed to the heavenly city, where the streets are paved with gold. Nothing can stop me, his blood has bought me, praise God, I'm heaven bound.
How many's looking forward to leaving tonight? Praise the Lord.
All of our troubles will seem so small as we rise and leave them behind. Not looking back with a single regret, for we knew he would claim us in time. All of our trials will then be worthwhile as he places each jewel in our crown. Those left on earth will all be amazed as my feet rise from the ground. Yeah,
I'm getting ready to leave here, I'm waiting for the trumpet to sound. I can't help anticipating my feet rising from the ground. Headed to the heavenly city, where the streets are paved with gold. Nothing can stop me, his blood has bought me, praise God, I'm heaven bound. I'm getting ready to leave here, I'm waiting for the trumpet to sound. I can't help anticipating my feet rising from the ground. Well, I'm headed to that heavenly city, where the streets are paved with gold. Nothing can stop me, his blood has bought me, praise God, I'm heaven bound. Nothing can stop me, his blood has bought me, praise God, I'm heaven bound.
heaven bound. Oh, you're going to sing us to death. And that's all right, too. We ain't got no more sense but just sing ourselves to death. When Jason first came with us, we didn't have any idea what the boy could sing, and it didn't take us long to find out that this young man right here can sing anything you throw at him. Slow or fast, don't matter. Hard, it didn't matter. What you throw at him, this boy can sing it. But when we heard this next song, we knew that it had Jason's self written all over it. I want you to listen to a beautiful song. I love it every time I hear it. He's going to sing it for you. It says, Show Me the Way to Calvary. Mr. Jason Self.
Is this the town called Jerusalem? I'm a stranger and I'm lost, but I heard they took a man called Jesus and nailed him to a cross. And they say the blood, it flowed from his side till it stained that rugged old tree. And though he didn't even know my name, they say he died just for me. I was condemned to shame be free from the shackles of sin. And they say he died, but I know he lives, and I just want to see him again. So show me the way to Calvary. Well, I want to see him face to face. And I'd like to thank him for carrying love to take my place. And I'd like to kneel beneath that old cross and thank him for setting me free. For it's the only way to Jesus. Show me the way to Calvary. And it's the only way to my Jesus. The way to Calvary.
Mr. Jason South.
Well, I tell you what, that song just always seems to just make the Lord just come into my heart, and I don't even know how to act. I tell you what, I love Jesus and what he's done for me. I tell you, we've had such a good year. We made a brand new tape, and we come together and said, boys, let's get some songs. So we said, everybody go out and get 2 or 3 and bring them in, and let's see what we got. So this next song is one of our favorite songs, and I'm getting ready to tell, without actually saying the age, who the oldest member of Lumber River is. Now, this is going to prove that you can get on up in age and look good, okay? That's the truth. He looks good for his age. And I'm not going to actually say it, but you do some subtracting and adding, and you'll figure it out, okay? This man brought this song to us. We said, we love it. We absolutely love it. Where did you get it from? He said, well, back in 1933, I went to an all-night concert. 1933 is what he said, folks. It's 1997. Figure. He said there was a group there called the Prophets Quartet. We don't call them that anymore. We call them the Old Prophets Quartet. He brought the song to us. We listened to it. We loved it to death. And I'm talking about our bass singer, Mr. David Cable. Don't he look good for his age? I figured up it's around 70 years old, something like that. But anyway, we love this song so well, we're going to do it just like the Prophets did back in 1933. Our radio song, Heaven is Better Than This.
Heaven is better than this. Oh my, what joy and bliss. I'm gonna walk those streets of gold in that city where we'll never grow old. Heaven is better than this. Oh my, what joy and bliss. I'm gonna walk those streets of gold and hear the greatest story of all.
Well, Jesus, he's a very good friend, and if you serve him till the end, you will find his works of love. When his hand you'll continually touch, so look up and find the way of peace and joy and the heavenly bliss. And you can shout and sing the rest, 'cause heaven is better than this.
Heaven is better than this. Oh my, what joy and bliss. I'm gonna walk those streets of gold in that city where we'll never grow old. Heaven is better than this. Oh my,
so far? Tell you what, then if you do, I want everybody to put your hands together. Come on, everybody.
Heaven is better than this. Oh my, what joy and bliss.
I'm gonna walk those streets of gold
In that city where we'll never grow old. Heaven is better than this. Oh my, what joy and bliss. I'm gonna walk those streets of gold and hear the greatest story of all. And hear the half that's never been told.
You like that kind of singing in Columbus, Ohio? Let's do a little bit more of that. Come on, everybody, put your hands together. Everybody, come on.
Heaven is better than this. Oh my, what joy and bliss.
I'm gonna walk those streets of gold
In that city where we'll never grow old. Heaven is better than this. Oh my, what joy and bliss. I'm gonna walk those streets of gold and hear the greatest story of all. And hear the half that's never been
Thank you so much. Here's a song that Glenn helped to write and arrange. He's going to come sing it for you. It's called That Day. Mr. Glenn West.
A promise was given to those who believe. Jesus made it when he went away. He said, I am going to prepare you a place there with me to be some glad day. Death is a sadness for the saved, it is gladness as each life must come to an end. But I count it all joy to die in the Lord, for when he comes I'll be leaving with him. That day it will happen for me, and the world cannot stand in my way. I will rise from the ground when the great trumpet sounds. When he comes I'll be leaving that day.
I won't be alone when he calls me home. He'll be there when my journey begins, holding my hand to the promised land when my life on earth comes to an end. If you want to go too, there is room for you. The Master will welcome you in. He is forgiving and longs for the living to be ready to leave with him. That day it will happen for me, and the world cannot stand in my way. I will rise from the ground when the great trumpet sounds. When he comes I'll be leaving that day. That day it will happen for me, and the world cannot stand in my way. I will rise from the ground when the great trumpet sounds. When he comes I'll be leaving that day. I will rise from the ground when the great trumpet sounds. When he comes I'll be leaving that day.
Mr. Glenn West. Thank you so much. Here's a song that Jason brought to us. My kids like this song better than any song we do, and I like to sing it. He's going to come sing it for you. It's called There's Too Much Waiting at the End of the Road. Mr. Jason Self.
Walking down the straight and the narrow way, disappointment comes about every day. But I'll just lift my hands and praise the Lord. Satan tries his best to discourage me, tries to hide the light so I can't see. But I'll just carry on till the end of the road. Too much waiting at the end of the road. Too much waiting at the end of the road. I'm not turning back, I'm going through. There's a mountain to climb, a river to cross. Too much to gain and nothing at loss. There's too much waiting at the end of the road. Well, running in a race you don't look look behind, always looking forward to the finish line. But there's a price to win, and it is mine. Jesus stands waiting to encourage me. I'm gonna get a trophy of victory. There's too much weight at the end of the road. Too much waiting at the end of the road. Too much waiting at the end of the road. I'm not turning back, I'm going through. There's a mountain to climb, a river to cross. Too much to gain and nothing at loss. There's too much waiting at the end of the road. Running in a race, you don't look behind. Always looking forward to the finish line. I'm not turning back, I'm going through. There's a mountain to climb, a river to cross. Too much to gain and nothing at loss. There's too much waiting at the end. Yeah, there's too much waiting at the end. Too much waiting at the end of the road.
Thank you so much. I want to let me do something entirely different now. We've got a young man here that's been playing the drums for you all night long. Have you enjoyed Derek Self so far? Come up here. Not only can this little Florida boy play the drums, he has an excellent voice. I mean, he has a voice just like his brothers. I want him to come up here and sing a song. I've been hearing this song since I've been just a little bitty fella, and I know you're gonna know this old song too. He does an outstanding job singing it. It says, "Someone to Care." Mr. Derek Self.
When the world seems cold and your friends seem few, there is someone who cares for you. When you've tears in your eyes and your heart bleeds inside, well, there is someone who cares for you. Someone to care, someone to share all your troubles like no other can do. He'll come down from the sky and brush the tears from your eyes. Oh, you're his child, and he cares for you. When your disappointments come and you feel so blue, well, there is someone who cares for you. Oh, and when you need a friend, he'll be that friend till the end. Oh, you're his child, and he cares for you. Singing someone to care, oh, someone to share all your troubles like no other can do.
Mr. Derek Self. Yeah, come on. Oh, hush, I ain't going to let him sing no more. If we do, I'll get the big head and we'll never get him on the bus. Do you like those old songs? Man, I love the old songs. He told you I was older than the rest of these guys. I am just a little bit. It's hard to tell by looking, I know, but I am just a little older. And I like the old songs just a little better. We're going to go and sing another old song for you. Now, some of you are going to recognize this song. We sung it at a church the other night. Every kid in the house run up to me and said, can you sing that banana song one more time? So here's the banana song for every kid in the house.
If you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You sure do need Him now.
You sure do need Him now.
Oh, if you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You need Him every day and every hour, every hour.
Well, you gotta walk a little, talk a little with my Savior. Give a little, live a little in His faith. Tell the world about the Master's wondrous love and power. His saving power. When my work on earth is undefeated, down your head and won a crown of life to me is given, and I'm on my way to heaven.
You need Him every day and every hour, every hour. If you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You sure do need Him now.
Well, you sure do need Him now.
Oh, if you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You need Him every day and every hour, every hour. Need Him in the morning, need Him in the night. Need Him in the morning, need Him in the night. Need Him in the morning, need Him in the morning when the sun is shining bright. Well, if you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You sure do need Him now. You sure do need Him now. Well, if you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You need Him every day. You need Him every hour. You need Him every day and every hour.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ron.
Thank you. Boy, I enjoy singing to you folk down here in Columbus, even if it is real cold up here. Listen, we're going to do a song now that I love to sing. You know, we was talking the other day on the bus. This song is one of those songs that you can sing time and time again. And every time you sing it, it has a different meaning every time you sing it. From the first time I heard the song sang by a group, some friends of ours, up to every time we sing it, the song has a great message. Because almost 2,000 years ago, there was a man called Jesus. He drug a cross up Golgotha's hill for you and for me. When they laid him down on that cross, they drove those spikes through his hand and stood him up. And as he looked out across that crowd, he done something I don't think any of us could do. He said, Father, forgive them, because they don't know what they do. And as that blood dripped down from his hands, from his feet, and from his side, and from his forehead, one drop of that blood was shed for you, and it was shed for me. You know why? Because, as the title of the song says, when he was on the cross, I was on his mind. Listen to a very beautiful song. Praise the Lord. on my own. I've made mistakes, I slip and fall, just common flesh and bone. But I'll prove someday just why I say I'm of a special kind. For when he was on the cross, I was on his mind. For yet he loves me. He whose glory makes the heavens shine. So unworthy of such mercy. When he was on the cross, I was on his mind. Just try to picture this. The look of love was on his face. Thorns were on his head. His blood ran down that scarlet robe, and it stained crimson red.
This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This station is testing equipment that can quickly warn you in the event of an emergency.
Looked ahead in time, for when he was on the cross, I was on his mind. For he yet he loves me. He whose glory makes the heavens shine. So unworthy of such mercy. When he was on the cross, I was on his mind. For when he was on the cross, I was on his Praise the Lord.
Mr. Ronald Freeman. Praise the Lord. I'm glad you like that song. Here's another song. Everywhere we go, people ask us to sing this song. We're going to sing it for you. It's one of my favorite of all time that Lumber River has ever sung. I hope you enjoy it as much as we like to sing it. It's called Rivers of Joy. The Holy Spirit starts to moving in my soul. It starts a fire burning that I just cannot control. And it starts my feet to dancing, and it puts clapping all in my hands. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Rivers of joy flooding my soul. Rivers of joy I can't control. Rivers of joy make me so happy. I can't explain these rivers of joy. Sing with us, Ron. Rivers of joy. Thank you so much. It's been a great joy to sing for you tonight. We're going to leave you with one final song. This is an old Southern gospel standard. It's called I Don't Mind. Put your hands together, Jason, sing.
I don't mind the sorrows, I don't mind the tears, I don't mind the heartaches, cause my Lord is near. When I think of Calvary, my troubles are behind, because he died to save me. I don't mind, oh, I don't mind. Sometimes I stumble along, I don't mind. He gives my heart a song, oh, I don't mind. I know when things go wrong, all these blessings are mine, so I don't mind. When I am discouraged, when I'm feeling blue, I just call on Jesus, he knows what to do. If I have a battle, he's always there on time. And the Jordan River, I don't mind, no, I don't mind. Sometimes I stumble along, I don't mind. He gives my heart a song, oh, I don't mind. I know when things go wrong, all these blessings are mine, so I don't mind. Come on, Ron. I don't mind. Sometimes I stumble along. Blessings are my smile of life. I don't mind. Stumble along. I don't mind. Heart is strong. I don't mind. Things go wrong. Blessings are my so I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't blessings are mine, so I don't mind. I don't mind.
Have you enjoyed Lumber River tonight? Let them know it one more time. How about it, Columbus, Ohio?
If you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You sure do need Him now.
You sure do need Him now.
Oh, if you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now. You need Him every day and every hour, every hour.
You gotta walk a little, talk a little with my Savior. Give a little, live a little in His favor. Tell the world about the Master's wondrous love.
First of all, I'd like to keep a promise. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for your many blessings to me. Amen. You know, after hearing all this good singing, gospel and music, how shall we escape if we neglect so great a salvation? I got some good news for you tonight. You're a witness to God answering prayer. Right now, God is answering prayer. I've prayed a long, long time for this moment. And now God's coming through. And when you hear these brothers in Christ, my good friends, the Lumber River Quartet, sing these songs, you're hearing God answer prayer. If you've been praying for something or someone for a long time and you haven't gotten an answer as of now, don't quit. Keep praying. Keep praying. God will answer your prayer. The Bible tells us that
Give another hand, will you? Amen. Good to be here tonight, 9th anniversary celebration. Brother Gerald and his folks down here, we appreciate them doing great things. Folks don't realize how many people they reach when they stand before these cameras and the word goes out and he sends it out in various ways. We're thankful and we ask that you would worship with us tonight as we sing a song that says, "Send it on down."
just like the prophecy said it would be. In the last days, an outpouring you'll see. Yes, we are waiting, we're anticipating. Lord, won't you send the Holy Ghost down? Send it on down. Send it on down. Lord, let the Holy Ghost come on down. Send it on down. Send it on down. Lord, let the Holy Ghost come on down. Heavenly Father, won't you hear our call? Let your Holy Spirit fall. Send down the power, let it fall like rain as we lift our praises to your name. Send it on down, yeah, send it on down. Lord, let the Holy Ghost come on down. We'll send it on down, we'll send it on down. Lord, let the Holy Ghost come on down. Heavenly Father, won't you hear our call? Let your Holy Spirit fall. Send down the power, let it fall like rain as we
The Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Did you know you could get life insurance in just a few minutes? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with just a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, TrueStage guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you. TrueStage cares for you the same way you cared for your family. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-815-0981 now. Any amount of protection can help, and you are guaranteed to be accepted. In just a few minutes, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Getting life insurance can be fast and easy, and it could cost less than you think. Plus, your price will never increase, and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-815-0981 now for a free, no-obligation quote. It's fast and easy. Plus, you get TrueStage's 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-815-0981 today.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-519-7164 now. Again, call 1-800-519-7164 now.
This nice country, plenty peaceful.
There'll be no peace here if McCarty comes back.
This place where him used to be bandit?
Tonto, about a mile down that way is an abandoned mine. It used to be McCarty's headquarters before he was sent to prison.
And that place called Black Rock Mine?
Why, yes. Now that the crook has escaped, he might head there again.
Me see a man there this morning.
What did he look like?
It's not bandit. This old prospector named Fred Neely.
Did he pack a gun?
No, him peaceable fella.
That's no place for a peaceable man if McCarty does come back to this territory. It's my hunch he's headed this way.
That's not good for Fred Neely.
Or for anyone else. Tonto will have to catch McCarty before he builds a new gang and causes more bloodshed.
Him kill plenty men.
Papers are right what they say about McCarty.
Them say him hold back the development of this entire region.
Yes, and it's men like McCarty that frightened off eastern capital, ranchers and farmers, the plain people who want to build the West. We can't let him do that again.
We catch him, Kimasabi.
I'm going down to the pass and watch for him. You ride back to the mine. Tell that new friend of yours he'd better get out of there.
Let me go tell him.
Get down off that horse. I got a charge in there. What do you want to do? Get killed? Get down off that horse. Come on, get back to this rock over here. Come on, hurry up there. It's a good thing you're spry. Look out, here she comes. 8, 9. That's why you lose head. Oh, must be that darn fuse. Homemade fuses. Must have went out.
You wait. And that's safe to do.
Now look, Injun, I've been making fuses for years. And any time that they don't go off by now, they ain't going off at all.
Stay down. Why you make blasting that place? Long time no gold there.
Listen, if I'd have saved every nugget that I took out of places that were played out, me and my granddaughter'd be fair rich. Okay. Well, I waited long enough.
Now, better you stay away from there. That place once belonged to bandit.
Well, it belongs to me now because I filed a claim on it. Legal and proper.
Maybe him come back. What you do then?
I'll sling him off my place, that's what I'll do. Or I'll sick my granddaughter on him. Or she can shoot the ears off a caterpillar. Now leave her alone, I'm gonna walk. Look and see.
I feel all busted up.
You'll be all right, only not move.
Oh,
You find gold.
I did.
Ah, but look what kind.
Oh, that's crazy. Gold don't come already minted.
More. You look more.
Gee, Jehoshaphat, nature's getting more wonderful every day.
No. Bandit who stay here, him hide this gold maybe. Now him come back this way.
Oh.
Better me take you to doctor than talk about gold.
Just my luck to get a sheep herder's clothes. I never could stand sheep, and now I smell like one of them.
You got rid of your prison outfit. That's better than us. How do you know that gold is still where you left it? You've been away 5 years. It's there.
Yeah, how do you know?
It's right there buried in the rock. And it'll still be there when we get clothes and guns to take care of it and dig it out.
I'm going to take my share and go to South America. Me, I always did want to be a muy big ranchero.
I thought you were aching to join my gang.
Oh, I mean later. South America comes later after we pull a real big job.
That's a smart idea, Slim. You do that. Somebody's coming.
About time. I can't see much of him.
What's to see? It's a man, and that means clothes for whoever they fit. It's a horse and wagon. That means the end of walking. And I wasn't built to walk. Slim, you go down there and hide beside the road. And grab that horse as soon as I shoot.
Too bad he didn't have more cash on him. I reckon doctors never get rich.
Nobody's going to believe I'm a doctor, rich or poor, with all this grime on my face. Ought to be some soap around here. I'll take that along, too.
You can get one in town when you're buying us horses and clothes for me.
You think I'm going into town without a six-shooter? Give it here.
You go in just as you are and get us what we need. We'll keep the Colt and rifle, sort of protection in case you get lost.
Maybe the doc is known in the town. Somebody might recognize the clothes, the horse, the rig. Somebody might recognize me.
It was 5 years since you was here, and most of the time before that, you wore a mask.
Lots of things can happen to me, boys, the way you're doing this. What do you do if I don't come back?
Yeah, he could go straight to his hideout and grab all that gold for himself.
He won't.
Why not?
Not as long as you know I'm alive.
That's the way I like it, boys. Everybody knows how everybody feels. So everybody sticks together.
Yeah.
Howdy, miss. Mind taking a message to the sheriff? I haven't time to stop.
Sheriff's out with a posse.
That's too bad. I wanted to let him know. Just saw a man down the road a ways. Looked like a convict. Prison garb and all.
Well, that must be one of the men the sheriff's been looking for. There's been a big prison break.
Better tell somebody about it.
Sure will. It'll just about clean out the town to make up another posse. Sheriff deputized a lot.
That's too bad. Maybe I should buy myself a six-shooter.
Maybe you better. You just passing through?
You might call it that.
Drummer?
Doctor. Dr. Jones.
Oh, well, thank heavens.
Why?
Well, you're just as welcome as the gentle rain. Granddad's mind caved in on him and broke pretty near every bone in his body. We've just been going plumb loco trying to find a doctor.
No doctor in a town of this size?
Oh, Doc Finley passed away about a week ago.
Oh. Well, I just happened along and kind of in a hurry.
You come and have a look at my Gramps. There's a doctor on his way in from Three Pines, but Gramps needs attention right away. Say, that doctor might run afoul of that convict you saw.
Said I was in a hurry. Business that can't wait.
Well, Gramps can't wait.
Sure he can.
That cave-in broke every rib.
Not half as bad as a bullet. You make him rest easy until that fellow from Three Pines comes along.
We're not waiting. We have you.
Say, miss, you better put that thing down. You wear it for shooting snakes and things, not to draw down on a man.
I'm going to put a hole in your leg if you don't see it my way, so just pick up those lines there and move over. Gramps set off the charge in the old McCarty hideout, and that's what did it.
Where?
It's an old abandoned mine.
You can put that gun away, miss. You won't need it.
Double eagle. Double eagle in the rock.
Better you not talk.
Now, don't you worry. Don't you worry about a single solitary thing. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And so far as anybody can see, he's got no mind to take Fred Neely. So you're the doctor. Took you a long time. Where are you from?
How's Gramps?
In pain. In terrible pain. Ella, you tell that Injun to hightail out of that house. I don't like his looks. I don't like the looks of any Injun. Don't you sometimes get a feeling as though they're all downright foreigners? They look foreign.
Well, I'm very grateful to this one.
Doctor, he's the saddest mess as the 40 days of night and rain. Plumb shattered, inside and out.
Please excuse me, Mrs. Tice.
Just let me finish, dear, and I'll be on my way. And don't you tell him it was his own fault. Maybe it was. Everybody warned him to keep away from that outlaw place, but he wouldn't. Still in all, if the walls hadn't come down, who knows if the gold would have stood revealed, just like a fiery sword, as the good book might say.
Mrs. Tice, will you please let the doctor pass? Please come along, Doctor.
Excuse me. What's all that gab about gold?
Gramps uncovered a cache. Thousands of dollars. They say it must have belonged to the old McCarty gang.
You gotta talk. Gotta tell Ella how to take care of all the double eagles.
Gramps, you're more important than the gold. Lie still.
Where is it?
What?
The gold.
The gold here now. Me go back with sacks and get it. Bring it here. Gold belonged to him.
Where is it?
Doc, never mind the gold. You have a patient here.
Yes, I guess that's right.
Him doctor, but him not like doctor. Me see many doctors, but him not like others.
In what way?
No, me only feel.
You waited there until he left?
Him not want to go. He want to stay, maybe look for gold.
Tonto, you must be wrong.
Tonto not like him eyes. Him have eyes not like doctor, like wolf.
What about the doctor from Three Pines? The one they were waiting for?
Him not come. Him too busy, maybe.
Only a foolish man would argue against your intuition, Tonto. We'll ride over to Neely's and investigate.
Kimasabe.
Yes, Tonto.
This doctor, him tell girl him see convict.
Where?
On road when him come near town. Him say tell sheriff, but sheriff not there.
A convict? And he didn't do anything about it? He just drove on?
Him not have gun. You think him see McCarty?
McCarty and his pals took the guard's rifle when they escaped. The doctor saw them from the road. They certainly saw him. In which case, he wouldn't be alive to tell the story.
Then you think him see somebody else?
Maybe.
This is what I did. I roped and hog-tied him in 6 miles of bandages. And boys, if that old Jasper lives after my doctrine, it'll be because he's just plain poisoned me.
What's the girl like?
A girl. Carries a 6-gun and tries to act like she's handy with it.
You mad at her?
Next time I see her, I'm going to take that gun away from her and shove it through her pretty white teeth.
You'd beat up a woman?
Yeah.
A girl?
Oh, shut up, will you?
No, I don't sit in no game like this. Where I was raised, we don't beat up women.
They just raised you to be a bandit and a convict, huh?
When you Jaspers quit flapping your jaws, I'd like to get after that gold.
That was a crazy thing to happen. We'd have got here 1 day sooner. We'd have had that gold in our saddlebags. Got no right to it. It belongs to me.
To us? Where are they keeping it? You find out?
Find out. They had me between that gunslinging female and the Indian, both watching me like I had my prison uniform on. We're going to find out right now. Come on.
Thank goodness we weren't home. And who knows what would have happened.
In your home, you should always feel protected. Call the number on your screen right now to receive a complete wireless home security system, including monitoring, starting at just $27.99 per month. ADT has helped protect over 8 million families with 24/7 fast response. And with Protect Your Home's same-day installation, you can be connected today. Call now to help protect your home and receive a complete home security system with ADT monitoring starting at just $27.99 per month. And when you call now, the next 25 orders will receive a $100 Visa gift card. See what people are saying. Get the protection you deserve. Call right now to receive this complete wireless home security system and your $100 Visa gift card. Don't delay. Call now.
This is important news for anyone who took the medications Nexium or Prilosec and then suffered from kidney failure. Use of these medications have been linked to kidney failure, chronic kidney disease, and acute interstitial nephritis. If you or a loved one suffered kidney damage after taking Prilosec or Nexium, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
$23,000. Gramps, can you hear me? Please come in, Indian. Well, you're prowling around pretty late, aren't you, Indian?
Not late when people in trouble.
Oh, Gramps is just getting along fine.
Me bring friend who maybe fix him up good.
Oh, we already have a doctor. I don't think a medicine man would help any.
No medicine man, Miss Neely.
No, it's clear who you are, you no-count crook. And I'm afraid Mrs. Tush might have been right about you, too.
Him not crook, him fight crook.
From behind a mask like a road agent?
Miss Neely, it isn't right that law and order should have to fight from behind cover. But neither is it right that there's anything but law and order in the West. May I have a better look at him?
No.
I'm going to anyway, Miss Neely, but I'd like your permission.
Him bad medicine for outlaw, but plenty good medicine for a sick man.
Tonto tells me you had a doctor who's a little unusual. I'm only curious to see what he's done.
Well, I can't see any harm in looking.
Thank you. There's probably nothing wrong, but I'd like...
What is it?
No doctor ever wound bandages like that.
Well, he said he was a doctor. He carried a doctor's bag.
He must have stolen it. He couldn't bind a thumb. Let's take the bandages off this man and doctor him. He's been cheated out of his last chance. Make another wet pack. A big one for his chest.
If I ever get my sights trained on that ornery polecat who calls himself a doctor.
Tonto, the doctor is a fake. There's a good chance he may be McCarty or one of his men.
Then why him say him see convict?
He may have said that to double-cross his pals, or to draw more men out of town. One thing is certain. He'll come back here, and he'll come back here armed.
We wait for him?
No, Tonto. McCarty may have Evans and Walker with him. I don't want any shooting in this house, or anywhere in town for that matter.
What we do?
If he is McCarty, he'll come back here for that gold. Wherever it goes, he'll follow.
Me savvy.
We can't tell the girl about it. She's too sudden and has a temper.
You take gold away?
Yes, Tonto. Back to the mine. If this is McCarty we're dealing with, he'll come after it. But if we're mistaken, the real McCarty will show up very soon anyway and dig out his cash. I want to be there to meet him.
Tom to be there, too?
No, there may be trouble here.
I've been trying to think of a pretty speech to tell you how beholden I am, but all I can say is thank you and much obliged.
Don't worry, Miss Neely. We'll get our payment. You must remember that old bones don't heal very quickly. He's lost more blood than he can afford.
But he has a chance.
Yes, I'd say a mighty good one. Well, with that out of the way, I'll just help myself to these. What's the matter, Miss Neely?
Well, I should have known. You're just another varmint, both of you. I should have known no honest man has to skulk behind a mask. All right, take it. It's your pay for whatever good you did my granddad. I don't owe you anything now. Take it and get. Both of you, go on, get. I can't stand you under my eyes.
You do as I told you. Then meet me at Black Rock Mine.
Ella.
Yes, I'm here.
Ella, they took the gold. They took it, Ella.
I know, Gramps, I know. Now you just be still.
I know, but they took it.
So what if they did? We're still better off than they are. Anything's better than being a thief. Now you just go to sleep. That's right. Go to sleep.
Here it is. Coming up like this in broad day. Spend half a night fixing a wagon wheel. Why couldn't you get us all horses?
You've been talking about that 100 times. What's the difference? We're here.
You reckon that gold is still in there?
If it isn't, it'll be back there by the time we get through with that girl.
You know how I feel about that.
I know how you feel about a lot of things. We don't have to touch the girl. She'll jump fast enough if we touch her grandfather.
You Injun. What are you doing up there? You sneaking redskin hiding up there like that? Come out of that hayloft.
That's the Indian.
You hear me, you painted savage? You hear me talking to you? You come down. Crawling around like a snake in the dark, looking for people to scalp and houses to burn, hey? Well, you'll do precious little of that from now on. Let's see you take my scalp, you savage. You sneaking redskin.
That was lucky shooting, ma'am.
My gun jammed. What the has that you polecat varmint?
This little lady's got quite a temper, but I know how to keep you quiet.
I said no.
Let go.
You both let go. You took $20-some thousand in gold coin out of that mine. It belongs to us. Where is it?
Oh, so that's what you're after. The gold. Well, that's the sweetest news I've heard in a long stretch of time.
Don't talk so much. Just get it.
It isn't here.
Where did you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere. Somebody took it away. But, gents, I'll be mighty glad to tell you where he is.
Ella, no.
Gramps!
No.
Oh, you keep your dirty paws off. You've done enough harm. The Indian and a masked man stole that money last night. The masked man took it up to the Black Rock mine.
Well, somebody's working your territory.
We'll get another horse and some saddles. And get over there. Come on.
Help me.
surround him on 3 sides and rush him.
I take a chance.
Hey, not through the head. I want it.
There's your sombrero.
Yeah.
Double-crosser? You yellow double-crosser, McCarty?
He was asking for it. What are you so sore about? It's a two-way split now.
Maybe one way if I turn my back on you, you yellow double-crosser. Reach out.
That's a dummy. You don't think I'd go to sleep with you murderers prowling around, do you? I'd get going. Hurry it up. Turn around. I'm going to rope you neck to neck. The next rope you feel will be that of a hanging.
You can't kill an old vinegar ruin like me. You can't even knock me out. I heard you when you was telling Tondo your scheme. I heard you just as clear, but you see, I couldn't talk.
It's enough that you talked to Ella right after she sent those convicts to the mine.
Hey, I reckon you're... Hey, are you sure they're safe in jail?
The sheriff's returned. I've left all the crooks in his custody.
Is your arm feeling better?
I had to hold gun again when I need it.
Oh, I have the money evenly divided. Half of it belongs to you.
I'm afraid we don't know who owns it. You'll have to turn it over to the courts and let them decide your share of any.
Ella, you know you're a plumb fool. You can't pay them fellers for what they do.
Well, I can give them what's rightfully theirs.
Yeah, but they don't want it.
Well, how do you know?
Well, because they just left without it.
You know, I sure never did throw so much black powder and lead at anybody I like half as well. Especially the one in the mask. Gramps.
Huh.
Who is he?
My granddaughter is just plumb ignorant. But, why, he's the Lone Ranger.
Attention. On January 1st, 2018, the United States Tax Cut Act officially became law. This law also changes Obamacare. If you are uninsured or struggling to afford your current health insurance, there is now immediate relief. Health insurance that's not high-priced Obamacare is now available. Call the Health Insurance Helpline now. It's free. The cost for health insurance has been a serious problem in America, but now the law has changed. So many people don't get the insurance they need because they just don't call. Don't spend money you don't have to spend. Call now. It's free. If you are uninsured or unable to pay for ACA coverage, call the Health Insurance Helpline now. Get what you deserve. Call to see if you qualify for health care or dental coverage that starts immediately. Don't delay. Call now. It's free. Call 800-455-0687. 800-455-0687. Call 800-455-0687 now.
If you are age 85 or younger,
call 800-451-6598.
To learn more about final expense plans from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network, the average funeral now costs over $10,000, but your family may only receive $255 in government benefits. Are you at risk of leaving loved ones to help pay your debts? A final expense policy for seniors can pay up to $30,000 for funeral and other final expenses. You don't need a medical exam, and you can have lifetime coverage. Your premiums won't increase, your benefits won't decrease, and the policy cannot be canceled. To receive free information about final expense plans from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network, call now. You'll also receive information about a free prescription discount card just for calling in. Agents are standing by.
Call 800-451-6598.
Mary and Shirley both need oxygen. Shirley lost her freedom the day she went on oxygen, but Mary has the brand new ultra-compact Inogen 1 G4 oxygen concentrator from Inogen. It's the smallest and lightest model we've ever made. Shirley is forced to miss out on everyday activities. Mary fully enjoys her life. Shirley has to wait for tank deliveries and worries about running out of oxygen. But Mary's Inogen 1 G4 makes its own oxygen, so she'll always have the oxygen she needs anytime, anywhere. Shirley finally listened to Mary and now has more freedom too. It's time for you to reclaim your freedom and independence with the Inogen 1 G4. Act now to start your 30-day risk-free trial. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait and don't accept substitutions. The sooner you call, the sooner you can say goodbye to heavy oxygen tanks for good and reclaim the freedom and independence you deserve. Call now for your 30-day risk-free trial.
Call 800-338-8751.
You're watching WHT, World Harvest Television.
The Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-714-6059. That's 1-800-714-6059.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-519-7164 now. Again, call 1-800-519-7164 now.
Come in. Oh, it's you, Lyndon. That's all, Clark. All ready to leave us?
Sooner the better.
Well, your clothes don't seem to fit you as well as they used to. I guess our prison food isn't so bad after all.
I've tasted better. Am I free to go now, or do I have to hear you make a speech?
I don't make speeches. I just say a few things that I hope will be important to you. Don, you've had a fine record in the whole year that you've been here. You behaved yourself like a good boy and caused us no trouble. So don't do anything and get yourself sent back here. There's been a man waiting outside the prison walls all morning. A man with a pair of saddled horses. I can't identify him, of course, but...
Come on, Warden. How long do I have to stand here listening to you yap?
You're free to go anytime.
Yeah? So long, Warden. Keep my cell clean. I may be back someday.
Oh, Don. When you came here, you didn't have any valuables except this. Don't you want it back? That's a beautiful gold locket. And the lady inside is even more beautiful. You mind telling me who she is?
My mother.
I thought so. I can see the resemblance. I wonder how she'd feel if she knew that her son was going to join the notorious Carlos Marina gang.
Quit needling me, will you, Warden? You asked why I joined the Marina gang. All right, I'll tell you. It was 6 years ago. I was traveling west with my mother and Dad by covered wagon. We were ambushed by Indians. Dad was wounded, and he went for help. He never got back. After he left, Mother was killed in front of my eyes. I was knocked unconscious and left for dead. When I came to, the Marina gang was there, fixing my wounds. They gave me food, clothes, and shelter. Why shouldn't I be grateful to them?
Don, they use you for their own selfish purposes. They never do anything for nothing. Besides, you've paid them back long since for any kindness they've shown you.
I'm the best judge of that. Hope you don't get lonesome, Warden. So long.
Hiya, kid. I've been waiting all morning.
Yeah, the warden said he saw you from his window.
Hope you sent love and kisses from Carlos.
Sure. I told him off good. I read about some of the jobs Carlos pulled while I was in jail.
Well, yeah, we did all right, but we sure needed you.
I also read the sheriff got killed last week. Shot in the back. Did Carlos do it?
You know, Carlos don't stand for no killing.
I just want to be sure, Buck. I'll do a lot to repay Carlos for saving my life and taking care of me, but killing's out.
Carlos hates killing as much as you do, kid. You know, he wouldn't even be a hold-up man if it wasn't for he got robbed of everything he owned by those Indians. Just like you.
I've seen too much killing, Buck. That's why I won't stand for it, not even from Carlos. Where's he now, at the hideout?
No, he's out in the trail. Let's get going.
Here he come, amigo. No, my friend. I get the first shot. If I miss him, then it's your turn.
You never miss. Always holding all the fun.
That is why I am big boss. When you prove you're better shot than me, then you'll become big boss. Such a beautiful target. It's almost a shame to finish him off with one shot.
Come on, Carlos. Get it over with, will you? I don't like hanging around with the law riding by.
A bullet in the heart.
Tonto, did you hear that?
Rifle shot come from road, maybe. Sound like near same place where Marina gang hold up stage 2 weeks ago.
We'd better investigate. It's lucky, Tonto. The bullet just missed his heart. Right through the flesh here.
In lawman, Kimasabi. Must be new marshal who come to keep law and order until new sheriff appointed.
Yes, and apparently that didn't fit in with someone's plans.
You think Marina gang behind us?
It's possible. They've been behind every other crime lately.
Heartbeat not too strong. We get him back to camp. We make medicine to help him.
Yes, we can't do much for him here. Better give me a hand. Well, at least we've stopped the bleeding.
The pulse beats stronger now. Me think him be all right.
He's coming too. Easy, Marshal. Take it easy.
Better you sit down.
Hey, what happened? Someone took a shot at you.
Bullet almost killed you.
Who are you? What's the idea of that mask? I'm not the one who shot you, if that's what you're thinking.
Mask-eyed face, a good friend of law. You be dead now if him not help fix your wound.
Yeah, so I see, Indian. Wait a minute.
What's the matter, Marshal?
I thought you said you were on the side of the law.
I am.
You're a thieving coward, that's what you are.
What you mean, Marshal? We not rob you.
No, I say you did. I was wearing something around my neck. It's not there now.
This what you mean?
So you did steal it.
If you look closely, you'll see the chain's been broken.
The locket slipped from your neck when we try to lift you up. Fall open. We see a pretty lady inside.
I'm sorry if I jumped to the wrong conclusion. I'm sure mighty glad you saved this for me. That's my wife. It's the only picture I've got of her.
She's a beautiful woman.
She was a beautiful woman. She's dead now.
I'm sorry.
Someday, there's somebody's going to be a lot sorrier.
What do you mean?
She was murdered, Indian. She and my boy both. In an Indian ambush 6 years ago when we were heading west. Only, it wasn't really Indians. It was white men dressed up like them.
Are you sure of that?
Do you think I could ever forget that, mister? That picture's painted in blood. Me and my wife and kid were headed for a little ranch we'd just bought. And all of a sudden, they was on us. I got a bullet in my arm first thing. Barely had time to get Mary and Don behind the wagon after I tipped it over. Wasn't much protection, just the wagon in front, some boulders behind us, but we made the best of it. Couldn't even see who was firing at us. I was sure proud of Don that day. Poor kid. He was only 14. Must have been scared to death. But he never showed it. Just kept firing back at those sneaking cowards. And Mary, never thinking of herself, just looking after Don and me, scared we'd get hurt, worried about my wounded arm.
Jim, your arm, it's bleeding so badly. Let me bandage it for you.
There's no time for that now. You'll outsmart these redskins yet. Are you all right, Don boy?
Don't worry about me, Dad. I can take care of myself.
Jim, what are we going to do? We'll be running out of ammunition soon.
I know. There's only one chance for us to save ourselves. I'm going to take it.
What do you mean?
That ranch house we passed a couple of miles back. If I can get there and get help...
And try and get past those Indians? They'd kill you before you're 10 yards away.
I don't think so. I can hide behind these rocks. I'm going to run for it. Let you and Don keep them busy.
No, I won't let you.
You've got to, Mary. There's no other way. If I don't get help fast, we'll all be done for.
Let me go, Dad. You stay here.
No, Don. I can't use this arm anymore. Somebody's got to stay here and shoot straight. I reckon you'll have to be the man of the family till I get back. Take it, son.
Darling, be careful.
Take care of your mother, son. But I didn't get back. Not in time, that is. Oh, I got away from the wagon all right, and things looked pretty good for a while. Then all of a sudden, I heard those two voices, and that's when I knew they weren't really Indians.
Hey, boss, they ought to be running out of ammunition pretty soon.
And when they do, we finish them off quick.
I don't like this waiting around. Why can't we rush them and get it over with?
Maybe get us all killed because you cannot be patient.
That is not the way I work.
I knew Mary and Don only had enough ammunition to last them about an hour, if they used it sparingly. I hoped that'd be enough time for me to reach help and come back. But I was weak from loss of blood. I must have blacked out for a while, because by the time I got help and headed back...
You not make it in time?
Yeah, Indian. In time to see my wife lying dead on the ground, and no sign of those murdering outlaws.
What about your boy?
Couldn't find him anywhere. They must have taken him with them, and finished him off later, probably trying to force him to tell where I'd gone.
You have any idea who outlaws are?
One of them spoke with an accent, the other didn't. The one with the accent kept calling himself Carlos Marina.
Marina? We've been on his trail for weeks now.
We even think him same man who ambushed you.
I wouldn't be surprised, Indian. I've been looking for him for a long time. Just lately, I've heard that he was operating in this territory. That's why I volunteered to take over Sheriff Hadley's job until somebody could be appointed to replace him.
Marshal, if the man who killed Sheriff Hadley and ambushed you really is Marina, he must be planning a big holdup in town where he wouldn't be so anxious to get rid of you both.
I'm thinking the same thing, mister. Here, help me up.
Do you feel strong enough to travel?
If there's a chance of getting Marina, I feel strong enough for anything. I'm going into town and round up Sheriff Hadley's deputies.
You're too weak to try and make it alone, Marshal. It's a long way into town. Mind if Tonto and I ride along with you?
We like to catch Marina gang, too.
From here on in, it's my life or theirs. The West won't be a decent place to live until those bandits are behind bars.
You're right.
Who can be a victim of identity theft? Anyone. You, me, even reality TV star and owner of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, Rick Harrison.
Identity thieves don't care who you are. They just want the money. My identity was stolen.
I had over a dozen credit cards and accounts all across the country. I don't know how to fix identity theft.
Rick Harrison helps protect his identity with LifeLock.
Over a dozen accounts were opened in my name, and LifeLock helped fix things every time.
Credit card notifications and checking statements don't show you enough. Even if you monitor your credit, you can miss certain identity theft threats. LifeLock's proprietary network sees more, like your information being sold on the dark web. If there is a problem, our U.S.-based restoration agents dedicated to your case will work to fix it.
As a LifeLock member, I have a whole team of people who've got my back. If there's a problem, I got my guys.
When someone takes what's yours, you want it back. With LifeLock's $1 Million Protection Package, if your money is taken or if you have expenses due to identity theft, LifeLock will either get it back for you or reimburse you for it up to the limit of your plan. Plus, we'll provide lawyers and experts if that's what it takes.
When I don't know enough about something, I call in an expert. When it comes to my identity, the expert I use is LifeLock.
Join today for as low as $9.99 per month and get 30 days free with promo code JOINNOW. LifeLock members get identity threat detection and alerts, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration agent assigned to your case, and you'll be covered by LifeLock's $1 Million Protection Package. Start your membership today. Enroll in minutes.
It's sort of like having your big 400-pound bodyguard standing next to you. No. Deal with him.
LifeLock. Call 1-800-637-9134 or visit lifelockspecial.com. Use promo code JOINNOW to get 30 days free and a free shredder with annual membership. Call right now.
Attention! If you have had a hernia surgery after 2009 and suffered from serious side effects such as infection, chronic pain, organ damage, mesh shrinkage, or mesh migration, you could be eligible for financial compensation. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte right now at the number on your screen or visit meshjustice.com now. Ethicon, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson, has recalled its PhysioMesh flexible composite mesh. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen or visit meshjustice.com now.
Stop the pacing, my friend. There's no need to worry. Buck will bring the kid back soon.
And what makes you so sure the kid will even come with Buck? If I was him, I'd be plenty sore at you for letting the law grab me with a hold-up a year ago.
The kid is a fool, but a useful fool. I tell you that 6 years ago when we ambushed his wagon and killed his mother. You and Buck want to finish him off. But Carlos, he say no. He take off war paint and pretend to rescue the kid. Give the boy plenty to be grateful for.
All right, so you were smart letting the kid live. I still say there'll come a day when that kid turns against you. He never has cut into being an outlaw.
Perhaps not, but he will come back. He do not forget that Carlos saved his life once.
How can he forget? You keep reminding him of it.
Yes, I keep reminding him of it. I keep reminding him of it.
Here they come now.
Don, my little fish! It's so good to see you again. All the time you was in prison. Carlos has missed you so terrible bad.
It's good to be out, Carlos. Hiya, Worry.
Glad you're back, kid.
How'd it go, Carlos? Did you, take care of the marshal all right?
See, my friend, he will not give us no trouble when we pull our job this afternoon.
Great. That leaves the field wide open for us to empty out that bank.
How do I fit in, Carlos?
Like you always do, my young friend. The bank door will be locked, of course. And these two blubber bellies, they are too fat to fit in the small window in the rear of the bank. But you, my boy, you can squeeze through the bars like the greased pig and open the back door for us. After that is easy.
Yeah, there's one thing I don't like about this whole setup, Carlos.
So?
Well, the bank's too close to the sheriff's office. Any deputy there would be sure to hear us blow the vault. Wouldn't have much of a head start on a posse.
We do not need the head start. You see, after we get the money, we do not run away.
I don't get you.
It's very simple. Don is not known in town. A few hours before we rob the bank, he go into a hotel and take a room. After a little while, he unlock the rear door. We sneak in back way and join him there.
Yeah, where does that get us?
It gets us next door to the bank. We sneak out the rear door, steal the money, sneak back into a hotel. Nobody think bank robbers crazy enough to stay in town after robbery.
Hey, Carlos, you know, I think it'll work. Those deputies will be chasing all over the country looking for us, and we'll be sitting right there under their noses.
The simple way is always the best way. After the fuss is over, we leave with the money. Nobody is the wiser.
But supposing somebody sees us when we go from the hotel to the bank and back?
It's not very likely anybody behind those buildings, but we take no chances. But just before we make the holdup, you hide in the trees behind the hotel. If you see anybody suspicious, you bring him in. We take care of him quick.
Don't worry. If anyone interferes with our plans, they won't get by me.
Well done. How does it feel to be making honest living again, huh?
Carlos, you're sure a character. If you hadn't been an outlaw, you might have been a great man.
Might have been. Carlos is a great man. Come. We go.
Now, Marshal, the town's just a little way ahead. I think it's better if you and Tonto go on alone from here.
Not a bad idea, friend. That mask of yours might draw too much attention to us. Sorry I wasn't able to travel any faster. If Marina's planning anything, he's had plenty of time to get here ahead of us.
It may not be too late.
Where will we meet you, Kimasabi?
Tonto, when we were here before, I saw a clump of bushes behind the sheriff's office. While you and the marshal talk to the deputy. I'll wait for you there.
That good spot. No one likely to see you there.
And if we learn anything important, we can sneak back there and let you know.
Good. Let's get started.
You understand what you do now?
Sure, I know. If anyone butts in back here, I'll have a gun on him before he can breathe.
See that you do. Now find a good place to hide.
That kid ought to have that room by now. Why don't he open that back door?
Give him time. He will not fail us. There he is. I tell you, he'll not let us down. Everything go all right, Keith?
Sure, Carlos. Come on, let's go. Reach. Waiting for someone, mister?
Suppose I am waiting for someone. Is there a law against that?
I make the laws around here, and right now you're breaking them. What's the idea of that mask?
You talk as though you know lots of men who wear masks.
Very funny, mister. Who are you waiting for?
I didn't say I was waiting for anyone.
And what are you doing out here?
Suppose I ask you the same question.
You might, mister, but I got no time to answer. I'll take these. Now, let's move.
Where are you taking me?
Never mind where I'm taking you. Move.
Whatever you say. It's a hotel, isn't it?
It is for some people, but for smart hombres who hang around where they ain't got no business, it could turn out to be a coffin. All right, inside. Cut it. I'm afraid you'll have to leave your horse outside, mister. There ain't room enough in this hotel for both of you. Now move.
Silver. Now we know what Kimasabi who whistle. We not like this. Why is Silver not hidden in trees like planned?
You think something's happened to your masked friend?
Well, that's right. They're his boot prints. Other men follow him, then go into a hotel. Door bolted from inside. Come, we go around front, search every room.
So you find these masked hombre behind the hotel. And in the hotel you why?
That's right, Carlos.
You planned maybe to rob the bank?
Maybe.
You hear that, my friend? We have the competitor. A man with a mask have the nerve to try and rob the same bank Carlos Marina have staked out for himself.
So you're Carlos Marina, eh?
You have heard of me, huh?
Yes, Marina. The whole territory's heard of you.
Well, you hear that, boys? My reputation is grow bigger and bigger. Pretty soon, Carlos Marina control the whole West.
I wouldn't count on the Marina. The law wants you for too many robberies and murders.
Carlos, I thought you said there hadn't been any.
Take it easy, my little pigeon. You know Carlos have no heart for killing.
I thought you were proud of all your murders, Marina.
You shut them out. I have had enough of you. Come, Donnie. You wait outside. We come quick and rob bank as soon as we take care of these hombres.
What are you gonna do with him?
We not hurt him bad. Just make sure he no tell on Carlos. Now go.
No, I think I'll stay. If you're really not gonna hurt him bad, there's no reason I shouldn't stay and watch. I'm old enough now.
Kid, you are a fool. All right. I see prison life have made a man of you. Now you stay. Only don't blame Carlos for what he do. It's for your own good.
Not the gun, Carlos. It's too noisy. Everyone in the hotel will be here to investigate.
You're right, my friend. We use a more quiet way.
You're gonna kill him in cold blood?
You want we should warm him up first?
Wake up, kid. How do you think he's pulled off all these jobs without getting caught?
And you're no better than those murdering redskins that killed my mother and father.
That's the funniest thing yet, Carlos. He still thinks that...
Get up, you! Now listen to me, kid. I am the boss. You do what Carlos say. This man knows too much. He must die. It's his life or ours. So I kill him. Now.
No, I won't let you!
Well, Marshal, there's the Marina gang.
Marina. Mister, this is the day I've been waiting for.
I don't know who this boy is, but he saved my life. He took a knife that was meant for me.
I brought along plenty of handcuffs, but I didn't think I'd get to use them so soon. I'm going to make plenty sure these hombres don't cause any more trouble.
Give me a hand, Tonto.
Him just a boy.
I wonder how he got mixed up with the Marina gang.
Him bleeding bad, we better get knife out.
Let's put him in this chair. Open his shirt, Tonto, and bind his wound.
Better let me handcuff him first.
That won't be necessary, Marshal. He's too weak to cause any harm.
Nice looking boy. Sort of reminds me of...
That's strange. Him wear locket just like yours, Marshal.
Don't take Lockett mother's picture.
Don. Don, boy. Dad. Don.
Hello, Marshal. Howdy, Don. How's the shoulder?
A lot better now, thanks.
Be glad your dad don't have to lock you up with other outlaws.
Not half as glad as I am.
Will Don have to stand trial, Marshal?
Yeah. It looks like he's pretty much in the clear. Marina and his man have admitted that Don had nothing to do with any of their murders.
And since I've already served time for their other crimes, I don't have to pay the penalty twice.
That's why we wanted to come here and thank you, man, before you left. If you hadn't happened along when you did, Don here might have got mixed up in a whole new series of crimes.
You don't have to thank us, Marshal. I'm only glad we could save Don from the influence of a man like Marina. Well, Tonto, we'd better be on our way. Adios.
So long.
I'll never stop being grateful to those men. If it hadn't been for them, I might never have gotten you back again, boy.
You can say that double for me, Dad. Just one thing I've been wondering. The masked man never did tell me who he is. Do you know?
You bet I do, son. He's a man who puts fear into the hearts of outlaws like Marina and hope into the hearts of honest men. He's the Lone Ranger.
Last September, Sally celebrated her 78th birthday. She gets by on Social Security and even saves a little by clipping coupons. But she worries about the burden funeral expenses would place on her family. A final expense plan from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network could pay Sally's family up to $25,000 to cover those and other final expenses. There's no medical exam, her premiums stay fixed, benefits won't decrease, and her policy cannot be canceled. For as little as a few dollars a day, a final expense plan from the Angel Care Network gives Sally peace of mind in not adding a financial burden to her loved ones in time of grieving. For a free consultation about final expense plans from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network, call us now. You'll also receive information about a free prescription discount card just for calling. Agents are standing by.
Call 800-409-6855.
Mary and Shirley both need oxygen. Shirley lost her freedom the day she went on oxygen, but Mary has the brand new ultra-compact Inogen 1 G4 oxygen concentrator from Inogen. It's the smallest and lightest model we've ever made. Shirley is forced to miss out on everyday activities. Mary fully enjoys her life. Shirley has to wait for tank deliveries and worries about running out of oxygen. But Mary's Inogen 1 G4 makes its own oxygen, so she'll always have the oxygen she needs anytime, anywhere. Shirley finally listened to Mary and now has more freedom too. It's time for you to reclaim your freedom and independence with the Inogen 1 G4. Act now to start your 30-day risk-free trial. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait and don't accept substitutions. The sooner you call, the sooner you can say goodbye to heavy oxygen tanks for good and reclaim the freedom and independence you deserve. Call now for your 30-day risk-free trial.
Call 800-338-8751.
Ma'am, you forgot your purse.
Honesty. Pass it on.
Thank you very much.
You're watching WHT, World Harvest Television.
The Roy Rogers Show. Starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger, his Golden Palomino, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West, with Pat Brady, his comical sidekick, and Roy's wonder dog, Bullet.
Who can be a victim of identity theft? Anyone. You, me, even reality TV star and owner of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, Rick Harrison.
Identity thieves don't care who you are. They just want the money. My identity was stolen. I had over a dozen credit cards and accounts all across the country. I don't know how to fix identity theft.
Rick Harrison helps protect his identity with LifeLock.
Over a dozen accounts were opened in my name, and LifeLock helped fix things every time.
Credit card notifications and checking statements don't show you enough. Even if you monitor your credit, you can miss certain identity theft threats. LifeLock's proprietary network sees more, like your information being sold on the dark web. If there is a problem, our U.S.-based restoration agents dedicated to your case will work to fix it.
As a LifeLock member, I have a whole team of people who've got my back. If there's a problem, I got my guys.
When someone takes what's yours, you want it back. With LifeLock's $1 Million Protection Package, if your money is taken or if you have expenses due to identity theft, LifeLock will either get it back for you or reimburse you for it up to the limit of your plan. Plus, we'll provide lawyers and experts if that's what it takes.
When I don't know enough about something, I call in an expert. When it comes to my identity, the expert I use is LifeLock.
Join today for as low as $9.99 per month and get 30 days free with promo code JOINNOW. LifeLock members get identity threat detection and alerts, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration agent assigned to your case, and you'll be covered by LifeLock's $1 Million Protection Package. Start your membership today. Enroll in minutes.
It's sort of like having your big 400-pound bodyguard standing next to you. No. Deal with him.
LifeLock. Call 1-800-637-9134 or visit LifeLockSpecial.com. Use promo code JOINNOW to get 30 days free and a free shredder with annual membership. Call right now.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. But there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-519-7164 now. Again, call 1-800-519-7164 now.
No chance to the north. Posse's covering every trail. Same to the south.
The hounds are closing in on us.
Maybe Ole's having better luck.
Not if he hadn't got past Roger. Well, if he ain't, we'll have to fight our way out. Let's go.
Howdy, Rogers.
Ole Wolf,
I heard you've been looking for me.
along with every able-bodied man in the county. You're trapped, Ole.
Surrounded, you mean? They ain't caught the old wolf yet. I'd like you to meet the rest of the gang. Bart Hollister, Ken Pierce, and Ty Morgan. Roy Rogers.
Yeah, it was his tracking that got us into this fix.
Well,
he's one man I've been aiming to meet up.
don't you know better than to draw before I tell you to? Why, Roy's the best friend we've got. Leastwise, he's gonna be. Yes, sir. He's gonna take us right past them guards. And if anybody stops us and asks any questions, he's gonna tell them we're one of the posses out looking for ourselves. Ain't that right, Roy?
You're giving the orders, Ole.
Now, that's being sensible. Well, what are you standing there for? Get some water and scrape those whiskers off your faces. We're gonna pass as Roy's friends. We gotta look like decent, upstanding citizens, not a pack of dirty wolves. Well, go on, get! Hey, there's a nice-looking place.
Pick another one, Ole. My ranch is on down the road here.
What's the matter with that one? It suits me.
Well, there's a couple of kids in there, and a third one on the way.
Oh, we ain't gonna hurt any kids. Not if you behave yourself nice and proper.
He'd better.
Now, Bart, you know Roy loves kids. He'll behave. Come on. Ty, you stay outside here with the horses. And if Rogers or anybody comes out of that house without one of us, let him have it.
Right. Yeah, you better introduce us by our first names. They ain't quite as well known as our last.
You boys remember to act like law-abiding citizens, and if you don't, you get plugged.
Mrs. Sharon. Mrs. Sharon.
Oh, where you been? I've been trying to locate you.
Brady, meet Mr. Ole.
Hi.
Mr. Barton.
Hello.
Mr. Kendall.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Well, Charlie had to rush Mrs. Sharon off to the hospital, and I've been babysitting with the kids.
Babysitting? Don't you know better than to keep a gun where kids are liable to get their hands on it? This thing might go off.
Gee, I never thought of that. I've been so worried about Jimmy. He's took sick.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know. Ain't been able to get a hold of the doc yet.
Hi, Chipper.
Hi, Uncle Roy.
How's my big boy today?
I'm fine.
That's the stuff. Jimmy, what's this I hear about you being sick? What seems to be the matter?
Nothing, Uncle Roy, but I just can't swallow very good.
Maybe the kid's got a sore throat or something. Open your mouth, kid, and let me have a look.
What are you looking for, Ole?
Huh? Oh, shut your mouth. Not you, kid.
Roy, I called Dale and asked her to come right over.
Dale? Well, she can't come over here. She's... Pat, we can look after Chipper and Jimmy.
You're not gonna call nobody. You can. Roy knows what he's doing.
It's no use. There's no answer.
You can't deal, Jimmy.
Hey, this is a break. Doc Evans.
Giddy up, giddy up.
Hey!
One peep out of you and I'll blast everybody here.
Well, howdy, Dr. Evans.
Doctor? Well, why so formal, Roy? You usually call me Dale.
Well, not when company's present, Doctor. Your patient's in here.
Hi, Auntie Dale.
Hi, Chipper. Don't let that horse throw you. Hello, Jimmy. Pat says you aren't feeling so well.
I can't swallow very good.
He's got a sore throat, Doc.
Maybe it's his adenoids.
His what? Quiet.
My daddy took my mommy to the hospital.
Don't you worry, Jimmy. Your mommy's gonna be all right. And Dale will fix your throat up, too.
Pat, get me a pickle.
A pickle?
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 Pickle coming up.
Dale, do you think it could
We'll
be...
know in a minute.
Here you are, Dale.
Jimmy, try this, honey.
What's the idea of the pickle, Doc?
Ow! Oh!
Well, it is.
What?
Mumps.
Mumps! Mumps!
Mumps?
Hey, Mumps is catching.
Wait a minute, we're forgetting Roy. Look, you're coming with us. Come on.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm placing you under quarantine for 24 hours.
Quarantine?
Lady, we ain't getting under nothing. We're getting out.
You ain't keeping me holed up here.
Oh, wait a minute, fellas. It's you I'm thinking of. Well, you've been exposed to mumps. If you come down with them, you're going to need medical treatment.
Treatment?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's nothing to get head up about, fellers. Why, mumps ain't dangerous.
Well, not to children, maybe, but to adults, they can be fatal.
Fatal?
Yes.
Well, that means I could kill you. Gee, I ain't had mumps before. I don't think I'm feeling very well. I'm getting hot. My throat's swelling up. I'm sick. I'm dying. Dale, feel my pulse.
Oh, Pat, for pity's sake.
Well, take my temperature. Look down here. Oh. Doctor! Take a look at me. Will you?
Wait a minute, gentlemen. It takes 24 hours for the symptoms to appear, and when you can't eat a pickle, that's it.
A pickle! Oh, don't hog it all now.
How long are we gonna hold up here, Ole?
Mind your business. You just stay here.
Go home, Trigger. Go home.
Hey, what's got into you? Trigger, come back here.
Let's try to get him. Bob, catch him. Might as well let Roy loose as that Palomino.
don't worry, I'll stop him cold.
And make sure you bring him back.
Once you cut a tree down, what do you do about the stump? Grind it down with a DR Stump Grinder, the fast, easy, and affordable solution for stump removal. Thanks to the power of a world-class engine and carbide-tipped cutting teeth, the DR Stump Grinder tackles any size stump. With each pass, these teeth quickly shave the stump down, taking a remarkable 360 bites per second. In no time, the stump is completely gone. All that's left behind is a pile of wood chips. Get behind the power of a DR Stump Grinder to rid your property of tree stumps forever.
Call 1-800-716-0861 for your free buyer's guide and DVD. Learn how you can try a DR stump grinder for 6 months. With our special financing plan, you can own a DR by making low monthly payments. Free shipping is in effect, so call today. 1-800-716-0861. Online at drstumpgrinder.com.
This is important news for anyone who took the medications Nexium or Prilosec and then suffered from kidney failure. Use of these medications have been linked to kidney failure, chronic kidney disease, and acute interstitial nephritis. If you or a loved one suffered kidney damage after taking Prilosec or Nexium, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
And Goldilocks fell fast asleep. Then the 3 bears came home to eat their supper. And the daddy bear said, "Who's been eating my
porridge?"
Porridge. And the mama bear said, "Who's been eating my porridge?" And the baby bear said, "Who's been eating my porridge and ate it up?" Quit your sniggering, you two. I'll knock your teeth down your blasted throats. And then the daddy bear went over to sit in his chair. And he said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." And well, did you get him?
He's in the corral, but it wasn't easy getting him there.
Why?
He fought us all the way back. Thought you were pretty smart, didn't you, Rogers, letting that horse go? Well, you weren't quite smart enough.
Look out, Uncle Roy!
No, you don't. Won't be no fighting unless I say so. What do you want to do, scare the kids?
Shall we have some music? I'll play something we all know. Be it ever so long, there's no place like home. Let's all sing this one, huh?
All right, all right.
Why not?
Mid pleasures and palaces, though we may roam, be ever so humble, there's no place like home. A charm from the skies seems to hallow us there, which sweep through the world is ne'er met with elsewhere. There's no place like home. Oh, there's no place like home.
What's the matter? Can't you swallow?
Get me a pickle.
Here.
Good dog, Puss. Come on, boy. I want you to go to the sheriff. Take this note to the sheriff, boy.
care of him.
Chipper, you get back to bed, honey.
Oh, let me go, kid. There's trouble in it.
What's going on here? I caught him trying to sneak out.
You know better than to break out of quarantine.
Hello? Who? Brady? It's for you.
For me? Hello? Oh, is that you, Charlie?
Daddy, Daddy.
Don't tell him about the mumps. He's got enough trouble already.
Roy and Dale are here.
How's Mrs. Sharon?
How's your wife? Oh? Nothing's happened yet. Well, everything's fine here, Charlie. Charlie? Nothing. Goodbye.
I'm hungry, Annie Dale.
Okay, Chipper, let's have some breakfast, shall we, boys? Come on.
Me too, Dale.
Well, if it ain't Bullet. Yeah, we might as well wait here for Roy, then. With Bullet here, Roy can't be very far behind. There's the telephone.
If my patients don't hear from me, they'll be wondering what's happened.
Yeah, especially Mr. Ira. You know how upset and nervous he is.
Sheriff Gilmore talking.
Mr. Ira, this is Dr. Evans.
Dr. Evans? Hey, is this you, Dale?
Yes, Mr. Ira. Listen, I want you to be sure and take your bicarbonate of soda.
My what? Yeah, I think Dale's gone crazy. She called herself Dr. Evans and told me not to forget to take my bicarbonate of soda.
Maybe she's trying to give you a message.
Think you got something? Hello?
Mr. Ira, don't be stubborn. You must follow these instructions. Bicarbonate. B like for bullet. And soda. Like S in Sharon.
Bullet? Not a bullet. Sharon Ranch. Oh, I got you, Dale. Come on, fellas.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Get some milk for the kid.
Well, I'll just tag along with you.
Ollie. Yeah? What do you want? Rogers and that doctor are up to something. I ain't gonna wait to find out what it is. I'm getting out of here. Ken, you're right. Go saddle the horses. And Roy's through while you're about.
Pull it. All right, let's get up the house.
Let's get her out and get out of the house, quick and quiet.
Roy, I'm asking you for the last time. Who are you signaling? Well, come on, talk. Talk fast. I ain't waiting any longer, Rogers. Talk.
Pick him up.
Just in time, Sheriff. All right, the party's over. Now get on your feet. And you too.
Roger speaking. Charlie? It's what? Hey, kids, you got a brand new baby brother.
I hope he hasn't got the mumps.
What? You want me to name it? Okay. Call him Ole Sharon.
Ole?
It's a good name, Charlie, after a man who really loves children and never had any of his own. Thanks.
God, gee. A kid named after me? Roy, would you take the reward money and give it to him for the schooling I ain't never had?
Thanks, Ole. I'll see that he gets it. Come on.
Don't forget to say your prayers.
I won't forget him. Not if I can remember him. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul.
And they call them the Wolf Gang.
They weren't such a bad lot after all, were they? If they'd have been raised to respect and obey the law, they'd have probably grown up to be good men instead of outlaws.
Uncle Roy, wouldn't it be funny if the sheriff got the mumps too?
Sure would, Chipper.
Attention. On January 1st, 2018, the United States Tax Cut Act officially became law. This law also changes Obamacare. If you are uninsured or struggling to afford your current health insurance, there is now immediate relief. Health insurance that's not high-priced Obamacare is now available. Call the Health Insurance Helpline now. It's free. The cost for health insurance has been a serious problem in America, but now the law has changed. So many people don't get the insurance they need because they just don't call. Don't spend money you don't have to spend. Call now. It's free. If you are uninsured or unable to pay for ACA coverage, call the Health Insurance Helpline now. Get what you deserve. Call to see if you qualify for health care or dental coverage that starts immediately. Don't delay. Call now. It's free. Call 800-455-0687. 800-455-0687. Call 800-455-0687 now.
Wow, we had some close moments there, didn't we? Watch for us in the next Roy Rogers Show.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
If you are age 85 or younger,
call 800-451-6598.
To learn more about final expense plans from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network, the average funeral now costs over $10,000, but your family may only receive $255 in government benefits. Are you at risk of leaving loved ones to help pay your debts? A final expense policy for seniors can pay up to $30,000 for funeral and other final expenses. You don't need a medical exam, and you can have lifetime coverage. Your premiums won't increase, your benefits won't decrease, and the policy cannot be canceled. To receive free information about final expense plans from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network, call now. You'll also receive information about a free prescription discount card just for calling in. Agents are standing by.
Call 800-451-6598.
Mary and Shirley both need oxygen. Shirley lost her freedom the day she went on oxygen, but Mary has the brand new ultra-compact Inogen 1 G4 oxygen concentrator from Inogen. It's the smallest and lightest model we've ever made. Shirley is forced to miss out on everyday activities. Mary fully enjoys her life. Shirley has to wait for tank deliveries and worries about running out of oxygen. But Mary's Inogen 1 G4 makes its own oxygen, so she'll always have the oxygen she needs anytime, anywhere. Shirley finally listened to Mary and now has more freedom too. It's time for you to reclaim your freedom and independence with the Inogen 1 G4. Act now to start your 30-day risk-free trial. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait and don't accept substitutions. The sooner you call, the sooner you can say goodbye to heavy oxygen tanks for good and reclaim the freedom and independence you deserve. Call now for your 30-day risk-free trial.
Call 800-338-8751.
Too many teens don't know where to turn for help when they need it the most. The Boys Town National Hotline is here for you. And we get it. We've answered over 9 million calls since 1989. Whatever you're facing, you don't have to face it alone.
You're watching WHT, World Harvest Television.
The Roy Rogers Show, starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger, his golden palomino, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West, with Pat Brady, his comical sidekick, and Roy's wonder dog, Bullet.
Did you know you could get life insurance in just a few minutes? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with just a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, TrueStage guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you. TrueStage cares for you the same way you cared for your family. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-815-0981 now. Any amount of protection can help, and you are guaranteed to be accepted. In just a few minutes, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Getting life insurance can be fast and easy, and it could cost less than you think. Plus, your price will never increase, and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-815-0981 now for a free, no-obligation quote. It's fast and easy. Plus, you get TrueStage's 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-815-0981 today.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-519-7164 now. Again, call 1-800-519-7164 now.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. O'Fallon. How's the chairman of the school benefit committee today?
Oh, jubilant, Sheriff, jubilant. Do you realize that with the contributions, we raised well over $2,000 at the square dance last night? I'm on my way to pick up the money now.
Say, that's fine. Won't be long now till you get that new wing on the school, I reckon.
Oh, and we certainly do need it, too.
Be careful.
Yeah, Speedball, where are you going in such a hurry?
To the kitchen. Here comes Miss Geraldine.
Why, Pat, she likes you.
Yeah, I like her, too. But she scares me. She's a school teacher, and she's always correcting my words. Why, shucks, I can talk as good as anybody.
Well, she's just like the rest of the girls. She's got her eye on you. After all, you're one of the most eligible bachelors in town, boy.
No, I ain't. And there ain't nobody gonna rope and tie me, not as long as I'm able to stand up and fight them off.
Or run and hide.
Did I hear someone in here say Ames?
Hi, Miss O'Fallon.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'll get your money.
Thanks, Dale. You know the success of the square dance is all due to you and Roy.
I think just about everybody in town turned out and did his bit.
I wonder who Patrick Aloysius Brady can be. Oh, I know he's in here because I heard him while I was still outside.
Oh, he's busy in the kitchen. Hey, Pat, someone out here to see you.
Oh, howdy, Miss Geraldine.
Good morning. I wonder if you'd do me a favor and accompany me to the bank. I'd feel so much safer while I've got the money.
Oh, I'm sure sorry, Miss Geraldine, but I got me a lot of work to do, and...
Oh, not I got me, please.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, miss, I just ain't able to leave now.
Ain't? You know better than that.
No, I don't. I can't leave here.
Well, of course you can. I'm here. Go on.
Oh, you go, Roy.
Me? Why, Pat, I haven't even finished breakfast yet.
Pat, do you mean that you'd rather not accompany me?
Oh, no, Miss Geraldine. But I'm sure you'd be more safe with Roy, honest.
Oh, he's so charmingly modest.
Why, Pat, the bank's just down the street. It's safe. Go on.
Oh, I'll feel so much safer with you along.
You might feel safer, but me, I'm not so sure. I wonder what she sees in Pat.
Oh, he's quite a challenge to her. There's so much room for improvement there.
I know what you mean. Like, I ain't ate my breakfast yet.
Yeah, that's it.
Hold it, you two.
Oh, Aloysius.
Geraldine, come on, get in here. Real careful. Come on, come on. Scream and I'll blast you.
I really believe you'd do it, too.
You shouldn't point that thing at people. It might go off.
You can't take that money. It belongs to the school fund.
Hand it over. Oh, hitting a lady, huh? Stu Trumbull, on your feet.
Drop your gun and raise your hands, mister. I got you covered with a rifle.
Larry, that a boy, kid.
Your brother, huh?
You said it. Now drop that gun like he said.
Larry, listen to me. You can't do this. Your brother just stole money from the school fund and maybe killed a man. You can't let him get away.
Don't listen to him, kid. He's trying to frame me. If I go back with him, I'll be railroaded, maybe hung.
Can't take him in, Roy. Now drop your gun.
You're making a mistake, Larry.
Don't you believe it, kid? You're doing just fine.
Now get in your saddle and ride, Stu.
Just hold him here till I get a good start. this, kid. You must be nothing.
This puts you right in the middle, Larry.
I don't know anything about what Stu has done. Honest. But he's my brother. I couldn't let you take him in.
What are you doing out here?
This is part of our range.
Did you come out here to meet Stu?
No, but I'm glad I was here.
You helping him escape makes you as guilty as he is. Stu knows that, yet he rode away and left you here to face the music alone.
I don't care.
You better tell me where he's heading. We've got to find him.
I don't know.
Hi, Roy. What's he doing here?
Larry Trumbull. Roy, don't tell me he's involved in this.
No, it was his brother. But he got away.
Well, what's a kid got to do with it?
Nothing. But I think we better go have a talk with his father. Larry, you ride with me.
I gave both boys everything I could since their mother died. Somewhere along the line, I must have fallen down on the job.
We're all sorry this had to happen, Mr. Trumbull.
But why? What did I do wrong?
Maybe the boys just needed a mother.
We've got to find Stu. You know that. Now, where would he go?
Well, he got in with a bunch of toughies over at Hangtown, but he wouldn't go there. He knows Roy'd recognize him. He'd take to the hills.
Whereabouts in the hills?
Well, I couldn't tell you, but Larry here might. Where would he be, son?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't tell you. He's in trouble, Dad.
But he's killed a man. We can't help him get away with that. Right is right. You break the rules, you have to pay for it.
But he's my brother.
And he's my son. He's gone bad. He stepped over the line, and there's no turning back. And Stu always was a wild one. Larry here worships him.
You mustn't blame this boy for loyalty to his brother. That's natural, no matter how mistaken it is.
If we get any information on your boy, we'll contact you, Mr. Trumbull.
Thanks, Roy.
Poor Mr. Trumbull.
I feel so sorry for that man. Roy, why didn't you tell the sheriff about Larry holding you up and letting Stu get away?
I just couldn't do it, Dale. Branding that boy with a jail sentence might be the thing that would make him turn bad like his brother.
Yeah, that's Stu Trumbull. You know, Miss Geraldine said that I did everything I could to stop him, but I really didn't do nothing. And sure as you're born, she's gonna hold it against me. Uh-oh. Speak of the devil.
Roy, you asked me to keep an eye on Larry Trumbull, but he wasn't in school. I went over to tell Sheriff Blodgett, but he wasn't in. I guess he's gone after Stu.
I better see if I can find Larry.
I wonder where that nice Patrick Aloysius is. Maybe he could...
Well, Pat's pretty busy today. You see, I have to go with Roy, and he'll have to stay here and look after things.
I see you, Aloysius.
Well, I'm really gonna be busy.
Hi, Larry.
Hi. What do you want?
Miss O'Fallon said you weren't in school today, and we were kind of worried about you.
You mean you thought I'd gone off to meet Stu?
Well, we didn't know what had happened, Larry.
I would, too, if I knew where he was.
Look, Larry, I believed you the first time when you said you didn't know where Stu was. I didn't tell the sheriff then, did I?
No.
I could have, but I didn't. That ought to prove that I'm on your side.
Yeah, I guess so.
Larry, why weren't you in school today?
Because, well, I can't go there now. All the kids will be talking about Stu, about what he done. They'll call me an outlaw's brother.
Well, honey, you can't run away from a thing like that. You have to stand up and face it. The thing for you to do is to go back to school and show them you're not like your brother.
I am too like him. He's my brother, and I hate school.
Why, Larry.
I hate you, too. Why don't you all mind your own business?
Roy, I know he didn't really mean that. Fundamentally, he's a fine boy. I'm awfully worried about what this experience might do to him.
That's why it's so important that we find Stu and clear this thing up. I've got an idea, Dale. When you get back in town, send Pat to the Trumbull Ranch. I'll see you later. Come on, Bullet.
Thank goodness we weren't home.
who knows what would have happened.
In your home, you should always feel protected. Call the number on your screen right now to receive a complete wireless home security system, including monitoring, starting at just $27.99 per month. ADT has helped protect over 8 million families with 24/7 fast response. And with Protect Your Home's same-day installation, you can be connected today. Call now to help protect your home and receive a complete home security system with ADT monitoring starting at just $27.99 per month. And when you call now, the next 25 orders will receive a $100 Visa gift card. See what people are saying. Get the protection you deserve. Call right now to receive this complete wireless home security system and your $100 Visa gift card. Don't delay. Call now.
Attention! If you have had a hernia surgery after 2009 and suffered from serious side effects such as infection, chronic pain, organ damage, mesh shrinkage, or mesh migration, you could be eligible for financial compensation. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte right now at the number on your screen or visit meshjustice.com now. Ethicon, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson, has recalled its PhysioMesh flexible composite mesh. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen or visit meshjustice.com now.
Pat, I want you to help me guard the house. Larry's threatened to run away and join his brother.
What? Well, then he could lead us to Stu, and then we'd get that money back. You know, I sort of feel responsible for losing it.
That boy's a lot more important than the money. Listen, how about you guarding the house a while? I'll be back to relieve you later.
Okay, but it's gonna be mighty lonesome up here. Sure glad you brought Bullet along for company.
You be sure and keep him quiet.
Hey, there's Stu coming back now.
If he gets inside, then we'll sneak around and try to surprise him.
Come on, Bullet. That's it.
Turn her off, Pat, and coast now.
What are you doing here?
This is my home, ain't it? Thought you'd be glad to see me.
Glad to see you. Not unless you've come back to give yourself up and take what's coming to you.
Are you kidding? That'd be a noose around my neck.
Stu!
Hello, kid.
What are you doing here?
Wanted to see you and Dad, but it seems that I ain't welcome in this house anymore.
I don't consider you my son anymore.
You can't turn him away like that. He needs help.
I got some friends waiting up in the hills. Thought maybe you could hide us a few days till things died down.
Friends, cheats, and thieves like yourself. Now get out of here before I call the sheriff.
I kind of expected my own father to stand by me. Stay away from that telephone. I'm leaving.
Then take me with you.
Larry.
Okay, come on.
No, son, you can't do this.
If Stu goes, I'm going with him.
No, you can't, Larry. I won't let you.
Who's gonna stop him?
I am.
Hey, there goes Stu, and he's got Larry with him.
Take care of him. We'll stop him. Get up there, Knox. All set? Here he comes. Bullet, go get Dale. All right, you over here. Nice going, fellas. Let's take him to the hideout.
Sorry, I can't make you two a little more comfortable. We'll take care of you real good later.
That's right considered of you. Roy, what does he mean?
What do you think? Well, Knox, did you tell him about his brother?
No, not yet.
What about him?
Well, me and Knox have been talking. We're all wanted by the law. The kid ain't.
So?
So, come dark, we're gonna be riding hard and fast. In case we get into trouble, the kid might be taken. I'm afraid he'd talk too much.
Don't worry about Larry. I'll take care of him.
Yeah? What's he got to lose? He ain't facing no murder rap like the rest of us.
Somebody's got to take care of Rogers and that joker with him. We figure this is just a job for the kid.
And if he comes through, that'll show us he can cut the mustard.
Why, Eagle?
I'll do it! I'll do it!
Okay, kid. And don't try any funny stuff if you want to see your brother again. Now get going. You know where they are. We'll give him a couple of minutes, see what happens.
Hi, Larry. You gotta get out of here quick. He sent me here to kill you.
I haven't heard any shots yet. Maybe that kid's gonna double-cross us. Watch him.
Thanks. Where are they?
Back of the camp. But you mustn't try to take Stu. You've got to get out of here fast. Your horse is tied up out in back.
You ain't going nowhere. I guess that old saying, never send a boy to do a man's work, is right. I guess I'll have to finish it.
Hold it, Rogers.
One move out of you and I blast the kid.
You pull that trigger and I'll put one right between your eyes.
You stick your noses out of this cave and there'll be someone outside waiting for you.
Who is it? The sheriff. Take cover.
That kid cut Rogers and his pal loose. Now we're really in a bind.
Hey, you better give me a hand. Your dad and the sheriff's closing in on us.
Give me a gun.
No! Dad's down there. You can't shoot at him.
Can't we? You're both on the wrong side, kid.
Stu! Stu!
Go get him, Pat.
Come on, give me a hand.
looks like a massacre. We sure did pulverize them, didn't we? But, Roy, you shouldn't order to take chances like that. Charging in here like he is a U.S. Marines, why, a fella could get hurt.
I knew you were right behind me. And Larry took a big chance when he set us free. Come on, son.
Hey! Hey, here's the school fund money. Larry!
No. He's dead, Mr. Trumbull.
He died to keep them from killing me. That proves he wasn't so bad, doesn't it?
Sure, son. Sure. You just got a bad start, that's all.
You go ahead, Mr. Trumbull. We'll take care of things here.
Thanks, Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Hi, Pat. How's our hero today?
Oh, shucks, I ain't no hero. But every time I get to thinking about what happened up there at that hideout, I get to shaking like one of them quivering aspirin trees like they got up in the high Sierras.
Is that what's making you shake now?
No. Here comes Dale, and she's got Geraldine with her. I'm gonna go.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, Roy, let me go.
Is this any way to act when a lady's coming to call on you?
You know, Larry's just fine now. Because of what he did, he's won the admiration of his schoolmates as well as his own self-respect.
Oh, that's wonderful, Geraldine. You know, saving Larry and boys and girls like him from making a wrong start is about one of the most important things that we grown-ups can do.
Aloysius! I've been wanting to thank you for recovering the school fund.
Oh, shucks, Geraldine. Or, I mean, Miss Geraldine, it wasn't nothing.
It wasn't anything, Pat.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, but it was something.
Well, now, just a minute. You just said yourself it wasn't anything.
Well, it was a very heroic deed. You were wonderful, both you and Roy. And I think you've earned a reward.
I have? Mustard and custard!
That poor boy is so shy.
Oh, no, Geraldine. Why, Pat's just as excited as a young schoolboy.
I think you're right.
You'll never catch it.
Attention. On January 1st, 2018, the United States Tax Cut Act officially became law. This law also changes Obamacare. If you are uninsured or struggling to afford your current health insurance, there is now immediate relief. Health insurance that's not high-priced Obamacare is now available. Call the Health Insurance Helpline now. It's free.